those are the changes we have at this time.
Martin, David Ward, the 2, Roy Wilson, the 3.
The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association presents Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is presented by the Ohio State University Veterinary Medical Center, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, Cool Winds Farms, thestable.ca, and Midland Acres. Now let's go trackside for all the action.
Division for $6,086, being led to the post by our official starter, Wepkenberg Starting Gate, Lycabite Boyard Heating and Cooling. Field is 6, and these are the horses. Number 1 is John Spartan, the driver, Ronnie Gillespie. Number 2, Crosswind Bobby B, driven by David Ward. Roy Wilson drives the 3, highly requested. Number 4, Pound the Rock with Cam McCown. Jeff Nysonger, the 5, Gator Growl. And number 6, TT Jericho, Alex Hawk in the sulky. When play.
Oh, welcome everybody to the Great Dark County Fair. We got jumped the gun a little bit there. We had the Bruce Parade was coming out right as we were finishing our opening. So we certainly want to welcome you all tonight here to Greenville. First of 4 nights of racing, and it's going to be a wonderful week here at the Dark County Fair. It just opened up today, and this fair goes through next Saturday, not this one coming up, but it goes through the August 26th. 12 races tonight. We had 63 horses entered. We had 2 scratched, so we're down to 61. Got 2 divisions each of the 3-year-old colt pace, the 3-year-old filly trot, the 2-year-old filly pace, and 1 division of the 2-year-old colt trot. 3 divisions of a conditioned pace that they wrote, an overnight, and 2 divisions of the Signature Series trot. So 12 big races tonight for your enjoyment. So the first race coming up, you saw the post parade. John Spartan has the rail with Ronnie Gillespie. Derek Birkland is the trainer and the owner. This is a Knob Hill High. It's had 11 starts this year, 3 seconds and 2 thirds. Had a qualifying mark as a 2-year-old of 2 minutes flat at Hawthorne. Crosswinds Bobby B and David Ward have the 2-hole. Chris McGuire is the trainer, and Johnny Stant is the owner. This horse is 13 of 15 first, seconds, or thirds. 15 starts, 2 wins, 8 seconds, 3 thirds. Last win was at Chillicothe in 1:59.1, and also won at Eaton in 2 minutes and 2 fifths. Highly requested has got the services of Roy Wilson today. Trainer's Mike Paul Hamas, owner is Martin Schoening. This is a Knob Hill High. Had 1 win this year, and that was earlier in Ottawa, where he won in 2-1 and 1. Pound the Rock and Cam McCowan have the 4-hole for trainer Ed Bibler. Joni Gibb from Maumee, Ohio is the owner of this pet rock. 7 starts this year, 1 third. Has made a few breaks, but the last 2 starts have been clean, but has had no breaks. And last start, this horse paced in 57 and 4 at Salina. Gator Growl and Jeff Nysonger have the 5-hole. Jeff is the trainer for George Burkhold and Indigo Racing. 7 of 10 first, seconds, or thirds. Last win was at Wilmington in 56 and 4. Also won earlier in June at Scioto Downs in 153. And TT Jericho and Alex Hawk have the 6-hole. Brian Robach is the trainer and also owns this Beauville Powerful colt. This colt won his last start at Troy in 158 and 3. Won earlier this year at Scioto Downs in 53 and 4. So that is your field. I'm sure we score 6 across here, so we don't have a trailer, I don't believe. So the 3 driver changes to give you: John Spartan, Ronnie Gillespie, Crosswinds Bobby B, David Ward, and highly requested Roy Wilson. Let's turn it over to Doug Ballinger.
Memorial. Here they come. And they're off. John Spartan for the lead. Crosswind Bobby B comes out in second, taking a tuck, highly requested. Pound the Rock will find a spot on the inside, and that's Gator Growl and TT Jericho at the opening 8. Ronnie Gillespie and John Spartan will guide him to the backside. Crosswind Bobby B nose to helmet for David Ward second. Highly requested is third with Gator Growl fourth. Racing fifth, TT Jericho, and trailing the field, Pound the Rock. Straight alignment going to the opening quarter. John Spartan by a length right there. Crosswind Bobby B is second. Racing next is highly requested. Then it is Gator Growl. Second to last is TT Jericho. And Pound the Rock trails the field sixth. He's 8 lengths from the front as they race by the quarter in a quick 28 2/5. Field still in straight alignment. No one is yet to move in the leader. John Spartan. Crosswind Bobby B is second. Here comes Nicehunger and Gator Growl on the outside from fourth to third. Now second. And that brings TT Jericho in tow on the outside. 4 in, 2 out. Halfway home, 57 2. John Spartan leads the way. Gator Growl up on the outside. Highly requested. Crosswind Bobby B as they head up the backside. Here comes Pound the Rock. 3 in, 3 out. Midway across the backstretch. Gator Growl has grabbed the lead. TT Jericho the outside second. John Spartan is third. They're into the far turn. Pound the Rock was sixth, fifth, fourth, third on the outside. Midway around the turn, Gator Growl has the lead, and he's bracing for the challenge of TT Jericho. 3/4, 126 3. TT Jericho has grabbed the lead. That leaves Gator Growl second, Pound the Rock third. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. TT Jericho. Pound the Rock is coming after him. TT Jericho is almost there. TT Jericho. Pound the Rock. Crosswind Bobby B. Home third. 156.
Well, if that is any indication of the racing that we're going to see, it's pretty exciting, Matt. It was a great race. TT Jericho came from back. I believe he was either 5th or 6th at the quarter pole. The track record for 3-year-old colt pacers is 55 3, and these guys were pretty close, just a 2/5 of a second off. This race went in 156 flat. So unofficially, I have TT Jericho and Alex Hawk the winner.
And a 2, first to 6. TT Jericho, second to 4, Pound the Rock, third to 2, Crosswind Bobby B.
So I had TT Jericho the winner, Pound the Rock with Cam McCowan second, and Crosswind Bobby B and David Ward finishing third.
Pequea Manor Nursing Home is tuned in tonight. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, welcome everybody.
Good. That is such a great idea. I know we talked to Danita Henry last year, and she did that at the nursing home that she works at and brought up the races. So a lot of fun for those people.
Track looks fast, or it is fast. I mean,
It
we're
is.
gonna see some good miles tonight.
Yeah. So Alex Hawk and TT Jericho coming back to the winner's circle. We'll have the winner's circle presentation from Doug.
Back to the winner's circle. Here's your winner, the first race. The first division of the 3-year-old colt and gelding pace. Ohio Colt Racing Association. For $6,086, the Sunny Ship Junior Memorial, sponsored by Boyer Heating and Cooling. Number 6, TT Jericho. 3-year-old Brown go to the son of Bovo Powerful. Out of the Badlands Hanover mare, Trouble Talk. Brian Roebuck, North Lewisburg, Ohio owns. Roebuck trains. Alex Hawk in the sulky. The mile 156, 1/5. 156, 1/5 for the winner. TT Jericho, his third of the season. The winner, 1460, 440, and 260. Exacta 6'4", 167.40. Quinella, 6 in all, 280. 4 in all on the exacta 740. Try 6 all, $11 even. Here's the way they finished. Number 1, John Spartan, 6. 2, Crosswind Bobby B, 3. 3, Highly Requested, 5. 4, Pound the Rock, 2. 5, Gator Growl, 4. And 6, TT Jericho, the winner. 2 fractions are 28 and 2, 57 and 2, 126 and 3. 6, 3, 5, 2, 4, 1 on the bottom. Second race is next. Scratch the 3, Party Boy Hill. Scratch number 3, Party Boy Hill, out of the second.
Okay, so that was race number 1 in the book. So race number 2 is first of 3 divisions of the conditioned race. It is winners of $1,000 in 2023 who are non-winners of $10,000 in 2023. So they can't have won over $10,000 this year, but as far as how much they have won in their lifetime, that can be wide open. So we are scratched down to a field of 4. Party Boy Hill is a scratch, and he was probably going to be the favorite in that race, coming off of 6 wins this year. And we have 2 driver changes to let you know. The 2, Starry 19, David Ward is up, and the 5, MG Summer Angel, Ronnie Gillespie. So we'll be back to talk about the horses in this second in a few minutes.
The Darke County Fair in Greenville is one of the biggest stages in Ohio County Fair harness racing. Holding its first fair in 1853, there's almost 170 years worth of standardbred racehorse history. Completely heard of for its time, the harness racing purse toppled $2,200 in 1898. Today, that momentum keeps going as Darke County is one of the highest paying fairs in the entire state. Evident by their hosted memorial stakes, great horses and horsemen alike are legendary for Greenville. 3 Immortal Harness Hall of Fame inductees claim this fairgrounds as home. Hugh, Doc Parshall, and Gene Regal were both well-established trainers. Between the 2, they won a combination of the Hambletonian, Breeders' Crown, Adios, the Countess Adios, Kentucky Fraternity, Messenger, Jugette, and the Little Brown Jug. Regal also trained the 3rd Harness Hall of Fame inductee, the Immortal Trotter, Arnie Almahurst. Folded in 1970, Arnie set several national marks and won many major stakes. He sired outstanding colts such as Florida Pro and Ardun, who set a world record in 154. The Darke County Fair is a member of the Ohio Colt Racing Association.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
As Dean Gillespie said, fair time is fun time. We're going to have a great time over these 4 nights of racing here at the Great Darke County Fair. We race tonight, we race back Sunday, and then Wednesday and Thursday. And we have Ohio Colt Racing Association Colt Stakes for the first 2 days. And then we have a whole card of overnights on Wednesday. And then the big races on Thursday with the Regal and the Partial, Arnie Almahurst, Annie Oakley Shootout, all the great races that are such a tradition here. So the second race coming up, as I said, is a winners of 1,000 in 2023 who are non-winners of 10,000 in 2023. And they had 3 divisions of these horses. So let's take a quick look at them. Blazing River and Greg Luther is going to do the driving. Todd Luther, the trains, and Greg Luther Racing is the owner of this horse. He's a 6-year-old gelding. He's had 93 lifetime starts, $210,000, and a mark as a 5-year-old of 149-1 taken at Hoosier Park. Starry 19, David Ward is up. Jason Moore is the trainer. Gabrielle O'Hearn is the owner. She's from Mount Morris, Michigan. This is a 9-year-old gelding by Artificial. 153 lifetime starts, 20 wins, and $137,000 in lifetime earnings. A mark as a 5-year-old of 153 at Northfield. The 3, Party Boy Hill, is a scratch. The 4, Town Line Jaded. John Newberry will drive. Doug Hunt is the trainer. Doug also owns. This is a 6-year-old who's earned $60,000 in his life. And we'll talk about the last horse in the field after the post parade.
Track for the second race. A Cadetian Pace, sponsored by Hansbarger Home Solutions. David Ward to drive the 2, Ronnie Gillespie the 5, scratch the 3, Party Boy Hill. These are the horses. Number 1 is Blazing River, driven by Greg Luther. David Ward drives at 2, Starry 19. Number 3 is Scratch. Number 4, Town Line Jaded, the driver, John Newberry. In 5, MG's Summer Angel. Ronnie Gillespie in the sulky.
Okay, the 5-horse MG Summer Angel, Ronnie Gillespie drives for Trevor Miller, who owns and trains. This is an 11-year-old mare by I Scoot Hanover. 329 lifetime starts, $116,368 in earnings, and a mark as a 7-year-old of 153 and 4, taken at Dayton. So we've got these 4 horses in it. Most of them have quite a few starts. As we said, Starry 19's 153 starts, and MG's Summer Angel 329. I was a little bit surprised when I saw that Greg Luther was down to drive, and I wondered, and I looked him up, and he has driven quite a bit in his, just not lately, but he did have quite a few drives earlier in his life.
I think I'd like to drive this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks pretty tough in here.
Yeah, won a few starts back at Scioto in 150 and 2, and then won the Holton at Circleville. Oh, that was Dee Sanders?
Was it?
The Terry Holton Memorial Youth Driving Series. Dee Sanders drove this horse to victory, Blazing River N, and that was in 57 and 1. So this horse certainly knows how to get around a half-mile fair track. I printed myself out a cheat sheet because people like to talk about the betting, and I always get confused at the 9-2s and 7-2s and 8-5. So I have a cheat sheet now, so I know what beats what. I'm trying to get in and see Facebook, and my phone will not connect tonight for some reason.
Yeah, cell service is sparse.
Sparse here.
Yeah.
It keeps saying try again. And I keep trying again.
That makes it tough when we can't keep up on the comments, and
Yes.
on the laptop it's hard to do. I get some, but I can only see about 10, and then, as they cycle through, I lose them.
Yeah.
So if I don't see it in real time, I miss it.
I will try my other phone and see if that one will work. So we got a beautiful day, or beautiful night here. It's just kind of perfect. We are looking into the sun, so I don't know if that's going to...
I have a hat and a hooded sweatshirt in my car, and both will probably come in handy before the night's over, but it's a terrible spot for them.
Yeah, I have a hat.
Oh, do you?
I can give you my hat. It's a Diamond Creek hat, so it's a good hat. Let's see if I can connect on my Verizon phone.
Yeah, this location felt like it took years off my life last year. It was a struggle, and then we got the house internet straightened out, so that's what we're using tonight, and it seems really strong.
Oh, is that what you're in? Is it hardwire then?
Yeah.
Or
yep.
We're hard. Yay.
Yep, coming right out of the press box.
Ooh.
Yep.
That always puts a smile on Matt's face
Sure
when
does.
somebody says hardwired. Well, I can't get I have a
Either one's
Verizon
not
and
working?
AT&T, and neither one is
Yeah,
gonna.
I knew my
can't get.
Verizon wasn't working hardly at all.
Yeah. So thank goodness that we have the hardwire so we can get the signal out. We just aren't going to be able to hear what you guys are talking about. So that's disappointing, but maybe it'll come back a little bit later. But as you said, there are so many people here always at Dark County, so it's just everybody's using everybody's on their phones, everybody's using the Wi-Fi, so kind of hard to get any signal. And I'm pretty sure the betting lines are long too.
Oh, I'm sure.
A lot of people. So they are headed to the gate. Mike Webkenberg is our starter tonight. So let's, from the rail out, we've got Blazing River N and Greg Luther, Starry 19 and David Ward. Town Line, the 3 is scratched. Town Line Jaded and John Newberry, and MG Summer Angel and Ronnie Gillespie. Let's turn it over to Doug.
Hansbarger Home Solutions. All in behind the Wepkenberg starting gate. Here they come. And they're off. First away, Blazing River for the lead. MG Summer Angel comes out in second. Town Line Jaded is third. Starry 19 will be the early trader fourth. At the opening 8, Greg Luther and Blazing River have the lead and have it by 2. MG Summer Angel is a leader by 3.5 up the backside over Town Line Jaded and trailing the field, Starry 19. Straight alignment across the backside they go. Blazing River has the lead. He's looking for season's win number 3. MG Summer Angel tracks that leader. Then it's 5-6. Back to Town Line Jaded and trailing the field, Starry 19 through an opening panel in 28 and 2/5. They circle the turn. Blazing River the leader. MG Summer Angel is next. Racing third, Town Line Jaded. Starry 19 continues to trail the field. Pacers in straight alignment as they come under the line for the first time. It's Blazing River, MG, Summer Angel. Nose to helmet is second. Racing third, Town Line Jaded. Then it's 6 back to Starry 19. They're halfway home. They're into the turn. They're past the half and 57 1/5. And Blazing River has the lead. MG, Summer Angel is second. Town Line Jaded is third. Starry 19 trails the field. Up the backside they go. Blazing River opens up now to 3. MG Summer Angel is next. Town Line Jaded is third. Fourth, Starry 19. Into the far turn, it's Blazing River and Greg Luther. 3/4, 1:26 and 2. Around the turn, Blazing River with the lead. MG Summer Angel is second. Racing third, Town Line Jaded. Starry 19 will move to the outside from fourth with 1/8 of a mile to pace. Blazing River has got every call trying to take them all the way. MG Summer Angel is coming after that leader. MG Summer Angel, Blazing River needs the line. MG Summer Angel in the final stride may have photoed Blazing River. It'll be a picture for win.
I was about ready to write down a 1 in front of Blazing River N, but Ronnie Gillespie came flying up with MJ Summer Angel. Was content to sit back there the entire race. Blazing River N had all the fractions his way. I didn't hear the final time.
I think it was 56 and 2.
Wow.
Wow. 27 starts and only 1/3 on the year, and just beat a really nice
Really
horse.
nice horse, yes. Absolutely. Trevor Miller's going to be very happy with that 11-year-old mare. That she has had 329 lifetime starts. This was 330. That's kind of an amazing career. And you're right, that Blazing River N is a tough horse. I mean, he's been racing really well at Scioto Downs, just snuck away for that one fair start, but other than that, he's been at Scioto all summer. MG Summer Angel just is coming off of 3 starts down at Lexington. Didn't get checks down there, but pace in 53-1, 53-3, and 54-3. So certainly did have some speed, just didn't have very good racing luck. So trainer owner Trevor Miller, he may put Ronnie Gillespie back up.
Yeah. Yep, Ronnie got along good with her.
This condition pace. Number 5, MG Summer Angel. 11-year-old bay mare by High Scoot Hanover out of the storm damage mare Hillcross Sweetie. Trevor Miller, Trenton, Ohio owns and trains Ronnie Gillespie in the sulky. First of the season for MG Summer Angel. This and tonight, 156-2 here at the Darke County Fair, sponsored by Hansbarger Home Solutions. The winner, $760 and $280. Exacta $14, Quinella $240, 512 try $29.40. The early double, 6 and 5, $108.80. Here's the way they finished the second race. Number 1, Blazing River 2. 2, Starry 19-3. 3 was scratched. 4, Town Line Jaded 4. And the 5, MG Summer Angel, the winner, 156-2. 28-2, 57-1, 126-2. 2-3 scratch, 4-1 on the bottom.
I'm pretty sure they have a aged mare pace record here is 56-3. Hey.
Yeah, she got it then.
That would be a new track record. At least in the records I have, aged mare pace was held by Petite Courageous and Ken Holliday from 2017 in 56-3. So that would make a new track record.
Wow, congratulations.
Yes. They have a lot of track records here. I mean, they have the 2-year-olds, the 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, then they have the aged. So that's different than most places that you see. Most places we're lucky if we get the 2- and 3-year-olds.
Yep.
We just have the trot and pace. So a new track record to MG Summer Angel and Ronnie Gillespie for trainer owner Trevor Miller. Back to the stake races. This is the first of 2 divisions of the 3-year-old filly trot. Going for a purse of $5,630. And we have 5 in it. No changes that we know of, so we will be back in a few minutes.
Your animals provide unconditional love. When they hurt, you want the best care available to help them enjoy life again. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center is here for you and for them. From heart disease to cancer, diabetes to broken bones, and 24-hour emergency services, Ohio State's team of experts make a difference in the lives of animals and the family members who love them. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1974, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Well, excuse me, welcome back to the Great Darke County Fair. I was looking at their schedule of stuff that they have, and they have Whiskey Myers, the singers. I don't know them, but they must be pretty popular. They are here tomorrow night on Saturday. And then next Tuesday, they have a National Tractor Pull. And then a week from today, on next Friday, they have motorcycle races. And then Saturday, the final night of the fair, Saturday, August 26th, they have a demo derby. So
always a lot going on here. I've shown up before and, can't get into the grandstand because there's something going on.
Really?
Almost every day, yeah. So there's a lot of smaller events that happen in here, too, all week long.
That's funny because when I parked in the parking lot, in the grass parking lot, and when I was coming up, I was following 2 guys, probably in their 20s, and they said, we got to hurry up and get our program. I said, yeah, and then the one guy says, last year we didn't get our Regal glass, and I don't want to miss that this year. So they must have been got here late, and they maybe didn't have enough Regal glasses for everybody last year. So that's something that they give away on Thursday night, next Thursday on Regal night. They give away those glasses that have all of the past Regal winners on it. So it's very cool. So I was kind of encouraged by that there was a couple of pretty young guys that were talking about the racing as they were coming in. So they definitely were coming for that.
I didn't realize how big Greenville was. It's kind of a big town. I came all the way through it this time instead of just getting off at whatever exit I guess. But I mean, there's quite a bit to do in Greenville. It looks like from what I've seen. Yeah, nice little town just north here called Versailles too. That I drove through, kind of a lot smaller, but looked like a real nice little town. Whole bunch of smaller farms. A lot of people just have 1 or 2 horses. Turned out it was a nice drive down. It really was once I got off 75.
Yeah. It's funny because we go all around the state, but how many times do we actually get to see something that's there?
Yep.
You don't even really get to see. I've never been in the chicken barn or the cow palace over here. We just come here and do this, and we all should take some extra time, and look over things. There's a lot of fun stuff. So that third race coming up, as we said, is the first of 2 divisions of the 3-year-old filly trot. Track record for 3-year-old filly trotters here is 2 minutes flat from 2014. So the first horse is Winner Prize. Parker Smith up. Parker also trains, and Parker owns along with Ed Merriman. Winner Prize has been having some trouble lately. She's been making breaks in her last 4 or 5 starts. So I believe that Parker has just had her a couple of starts, so maybe he'll be able to get her figured out tonight. I Like It in the Dark and Alex Hawk have the 2-hole. Russell Early the third is the trainer and the owner. It's a Long Tom filly. 11 of 15 first, seconds, or thirds this year. She's already made $26,000. Her last win was at Xenia. She also won at Washington Courthouse and Ottawa. Fastest win time for her this year is 58-3 at Scioto. Crazy But Classy and Pat Malloy Jr. have the 3-hole. Pat is also the trainer, and Lisa Goslin is the owner. This is a Nothing But Class filly. 14 starts this year, 3 wins. She won at Wapakoneta in 2-2-3, won at Sydney in 2-3-2, and Wilmington in 2 minutes and a fifth, and that is her mark for the year. Go Long Katie and Ronnie Gillespie have the 4-hole. Dalton Walls is the trainer and co-owns this Long Tom filly along with Bruce Soulsby. 13 starts this year, 3 wins. She has won her last 2 starts. Troy in 2-2-2 and Chillicothe in 2 minutes and 4 fifths. She also won a Buckeye Stallion Series race at Northfield in 56-4. And Sugarloaf and Emmanuel Miller have the 5-hole. Christopher Beaver is the trainer. Steve Stewart from Paris, Kentucky is the owner of this Triumphant Caviar filly. She is 13 of 19 first, seconds, and thirds. Got a lot of seconds. She won 1 race, and that was 2 starts back at Northfield in 57-3, but has 7 seconds and 5 thirds. So certainly is getting the job done, making money for those owners. She's made $33,258 this year, and that mark of 57-3 at Northfield is her lifetime mark. So here comes the post parade, and we'll turn it over to Doug Ballinger.
Horses coming to the track for the third race. The Gale Dubs Memorial. 3-year-old filly trot. This is the first division for $5,630, sponsored by McClear family. A field of 5. There are no changes in the third. These are the horses. Number 1 is Winner Prize, driven by Parker Smith. Number 2, I Like It in the Dark, Alex Hawk drives. Number 3, Crazy But Classy, Pat Malloy Jr. 4, Go Long Katie with Ronnie Gillespie. And number 5 is Sugarloaf, Emmanuel Miller in the sulky.
So that was your field for this, the third race. Parker Smith, I have not seen him around.
I thought for sure it was Jeremy Smith warming one up, so I would assume it's got to be some kind of. I don't know for a fact, but I mean the colors are very, very similar.
Yes, you're right. Maybe is some kind of. He's just had 7 starts this year. He's just 25-year-old. He has his provisional license and 7 starts so far this year.
So Doug said this was 2-year-old fillies. This is 3-year-old fillies, right?
Yes, this is 3-year-old fillies.
Yeah, all right.
We're on the 3rd, right?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's exactly what I was going. Yeah.
Oh no.
But yeah, the other division of this, the 8th race, is another awfully tough field. Doc's Boo Boo's in there, and
yes.
Local favorite Dalton Walls has Parizo in there. Cali Red's coming off a really strong mile. Napoleon almost beat a horse that's undefeated this year. 10 starts. Hydraulic Hazel. Yeah. Just got beat at the wire.
And we're scratched down to a field of 4 in there.
And CS Irene's been racing really good too.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's going to be a great race.
That's going to be a good one. You are right.
A lot of tough 3-year-old fillies out here, because I thought this race was pretty. There's some real nice fillies in here.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be, and it's. I mean, they are 3-year-olds, so you don't expect as many. But I would go down and I usually mark the X's, and there's not really that many in here. So some of these fillies have been racing really, really well, minding their manners. I feel so bad that we can't see everybody's comments, but I can get on my Facebook page and scroll right down like nothing, and as soon as I go to OHHA's, I'm stuck. So I'm not sure what the deal is. Oh, wait. I think we got it. Yes. Comments haven't popped up yet, but we're on race 3.
Okay, good.
So that's good.
Yep.
Just know I'm still not getting any comments.
I'll see if I can see on the laptop if anyone knows.
Oh, there we
Parker
go. I got,
Smith.
yeah.
Okay, Parker Smith is Jeremy's son, is what Matt
Oh,
Hammond
okay.
said. Okay. Made Right Restaurant uptown, I've heard great things, but I've also heard it's an awfully long wait. Scott Tarleton mentioned the Made Right Restaurant in town. I should go up there and give that a try.
That's the Loose Meat Place,
Okay,
I think
is
it's
it?
called. Yeah. Frank and I went there once, and we waited in a really long time. Mark says they used to race at Greenville Friday night and Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and then Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, so Parker is Jeremy's son. And our signal is coming through crystal clear in Clearmont, Florida.
All right, we like to hear that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I feel a little bit better now that we can see people's comments.
Yep.
Okay,
I usually have it on to kind of listen too, you know, and just make sure I'm not blowing people's ears out or vice versa. I can't even do that. So if there's any audio stuff going on, holler at us.
Yeah, we do appreciate you guys letting us know what's going on because we're just sometimes we'll put our phones up and see that we can hear it, but you are our ears. Okay, these horses are going to the gate from the rail out. Winner prize. I Like It in the Dark. Crazy but Classy. Go Long Katie and Sugarloaf.
3-year-old filly trotters.
For the first division for $5,630. We're all in behind the gate for the Gale Dubs Memorial. Here they come. They're off and trotting. Crazy but Classy for the lead. Go Long Katie on the outside. I Like It in the Dark from the inside. Sugarloaf comes out in fourth. The Yearly Trader is Winner Prize, and he's all stride. Winner Prize is all stride at the opening 8. The inside, Crazy but Classy. Go Long Katie up on the outside. They're going at it on the front end. Up on the outside, Go Long Katie. Ronnie Gillespie clear to the front. Crazy but Classy is second, racing third as they race around the turn. Going on over to the opening quarter. That is, I Like It in the Dark. Racing next in fourth is Sugarloaf, and Winner Prize trails the field. 28-2 for the opening quarter. Trotters come into the lane first time, come to the half. Go Long Kitty shows the way. Crazy but Classy is second. I Like It in the Dark third. Sugarloaf is fourth, and Winner Prize trails the field. Coming on over to the half, up on the outside. I Like It in the Dark to put the pressure on the leader. Go Long Katie. Crazy but Classy is third. Sugarloaf is fourth. 57-4, and Winner Prize way back trails the field. On the backside, they trot it to the three-quarter mark on the outside. I Like It in the Dark. Go Long Katie on the inside. Here comes Crazy but Classy on the outside. Go Long Katie is all stride on the outside. Sugarloaf, Winner Prize trails the field. I Like It in the Dark has it by 3, and Crazy but Classy trying to reel that leader in. Sugarloaf is third. Fourth, Go Long Katie, Winner Prize fifth. 127-3 around the turn. It's I Like It in the Dark, turning for home by 3 over Crazy but Classy. Sugarloaf racing third. They're off the turn. They're on their way home through the lane, coming to the wire. I Like It in the Dark. Crazy but Classy's coming after that leader. Here comes Crazy but Classy. I Like It in the Dark second. Sugarloaf will finish third. $159, 1/5.
Looks like Pat Malloy Jr. just kind of snuck up the rail.
Yeah, she raced tough.
I Like It in the Dark, kind of veered out a little bit coming down the lane, and Crazy but Classy took control. That is her fourth start of the year and her fastest. That's 1:59.1. That's a new record for Crazy but Classy. Go Long Katie was strong as could be. It looked like that she was definitely going to be the one to beat, and then jumped it off at the three-quarter pole. And Winner Prize made some breaks again, unfortunately. Gets very frustrating.
Go Long Katie got used pretty hard to clear the quarter, and then as soon as she did, right when Ronnie would probably want to give her a little break, Alex Hawks came right at her. But I mean, she did look good until she just couldn't do it anymore. Then after that, I thought I Like It in the Dark was just gone, but Pat Malloy's horse raced really good.
Yep. So here comes Crazy but Classy back down to the winner's circle. He should give us a wave. He's looking right at the camera there, Mr. Malloy was.
Third race. The first division of the 3-year-old filly trot for $5,630. Yo Dubs Memorial. Number 3, Crazy but Classy. Crazy but Classy, 3-year-old brown filly by Nothing But Class out of the Craze mare. Crazy Over You, fourth of the season. On Belisa Goslin of Eaton, Ohio. Pat Malloy Jr. trains and drives the winner. 1:59 at 1/5, the winning time for Crazy but Classy. It's a lifetime mark for Crazy but Classy as they take the first division of the Gale Dubs for 3-year-old filly trotters. Blanket by the McClear family. The winner, $720, $380, and $240. 3-2 exact to $50 even. Quinella, $17.80. 3-2-5 try, $68. Here's the way they finished the third race. Number 1, Winner Prize, 5. 2, I Like It in the Dark, 2. 3, Crazy but Classy, the winner. 4, Go Long Katie, 4. The 5, Sugarloaf, 3. 159-1, 28-2, 57-4, 127-3. Fourth race is next. It's a field of 5.
I thought maybe he was going to give us a driver change there.
Gillespie.
Oh, okay, there is driver change in the fourth.
Ronald Gillespie drives the 1. She's a dancing fool in the 4th.
Okay.
That last race, the third race.
Jason Baclassi, new track record for 3-year-old filly trotters, 1:59.1.
That's two.
Wow.
In the first 3 races, we got 2 new track records. My gosh. Oh, I can write that down. Want to keep remembering these, and we're trying really hard at OHHA to keep up with the track records, but not only keep up with them, but also retain the old ones, so we can always go back and, historically say, well, this was held by this person, or this horse. So the 4th race coming up is the first of 2 divisions of the 2-year-old filly Pacers. We've got 5 in it. 1 driver change that we know about, and that is Ronnie Gillespie on the 1. She's a Dancing Fool. So let's take a short break.
For over 100 years, the values at CoverLink Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. At CoverLink Insurance, you're a person, not a policy. We're here to get you the right coverage: home, auto, business, and farm. CoverLink covers you, your family, and your business. Trusted advice and solutions to protect what matters most. Great service from great people. CoverLink Insurance.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm with 500 acres of pasture for breeding to boarding and on-site veterinarian care, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Pet Rock, Long Tom, and Bit of a Legend. Midland Acres, doing our best to bring you the best.
Okay, we're back here at the Great Dark County Fair in Greenville, Ohio. We were talking before about how we come to all these races and we really don't get to see much. Mike Webkenberg said he knows where the fairgrounds and the car wash is. So he must go and wash his truck up before he gets to the next fair.
They must have got quite a bit of rain here recently. There was a lot laying in the infield in spots.
Really?
Yeah, pretty soggy. So that might have helped tighten the track up pretty good, too.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, they are flying over it so far tonight.
Yes, my gosh, 2 track records already. Looking at... Lawrence, he was picking horses, and he says, horses always make me look like a liar. They do, you decide, yeah, this one's going to win. No, it's just going to win. There's no buts about it, and then they go off and run or something. Yeah, Doug Ballinger is our announcer tonight.
I think this was 50 years at Dark County Fair.
Yes.
His 50th year announcing here.
And I'm not sure what night it is, but they're giving out Doug Ballinger baseball cards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that'll be kind of fun. Mark says that little white barn by the 3/4 pole, some world champions came out of that barn.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the Regal barn.
I was trying to save that shot for Regal Night, but I can't help it.
Yep.
That's so cool being right there.
Yes. That is really neat. The Regal barn right there. You can see it. Somebody was asking about Chris Patterson, and Chris did pass away. I believe it was in November of last year. So we certainly miss Chris especially on the Southern Valley circuit. He was a staple there for the past, I don't know how many years, but we all miss Chris.
He had a few lines that would make me chuckle during a race call.
Yeah. Yep. Every time Alex Hawk is in the winner's circle, all I can hear in my head is him going, "The Hawkster."
The Hawkster, yeah.
He had that growl to his voice. So we can talk about these horses in race number 4. She's a Dancing Fool, and Ronnie Gillespie have the rails. Steve Bowder is the trainer. Cool Winds Farm from Lima, Ohio, owns this Dancing Yankee filly. She's had 7 starts this year, 1 second and 3/3. She was second last week at Salina and paced her mile in 2:2 and 2. Dancing Robin just coming off a win at Troy. Roy Wilson will drive. Kent Saunders is the trainer and the owner. This is another Dancing Yankee. She's 5 of 8 this year, first, seconds, or thirds. As I said, she won her last start in 2-1-1 at Troy. Also won at Wilmington in a dead heat in 2-3-2. Miss Alelia Kay and David Ward have the 3-hole. Scott Ferguson is the trainer. Sugar Valley Farms, David Stanley and David Young own this Lather Up filly. She's had 9 starts this year and 3 seconds. We're going to join the post parade.
Horses are on the track for the 4th race. First Division 2-year-old filly pays $6,494. Sponsored by Greenville National Bank. Field of 5, number 1, She's a Dancing Fool. The driver, Ronnie Gillespie. Number 2 is Dancing Robin. Roy Wilson drives. David Ward drives at 3, Miss Alelia Kay. Number 4, There She Is Again, driven by Doug Rideout. And rounding out the field will be number 5, A Little Bit of Friend. Jeff Neisonger in her sulky.
Okay, so Doug Rideout is driving There She Is Again. They have the 4-hole for trainer Kent Wilcox. Richard Kopp is the owner. He's from Hillsdale, Michigan. This is a Do Me That Again filly out of a Gun That Won the West mare. 1 second and 3/3 this year. She was second at Urbana in 2-1-1, 2 starts back, and 4th at Salina, her last start. Little Bit of Fran and Jeff Neisonger have the 5-hole for trainer Kim Daly. J.R. Stable, LLP, and Kim Daly both own this Bit of a Legend filly. She's bit of a feelin' frisky mare. Won her last start at Urbana. That is Kim's home track. That race was in 2-1. That was Ohio Colt Racing Association race there at Urbana.
Ashley talked quite a bit about that mare, I Got a Feelin' Fran, and how good she was. I mean, she was just a real nice racehorse herself, and Kim was real excited about this. Is, I guess, the first baby
foal?
out of her that she's got to train.
Okay.
There was another one last year, and we found out the name, and I've already forgotten it.
I listened to a lot of Urbana that night that Ashley was on, and it was like having a local expert on everything Urbana.
Yeah, yep.
It's nice when we get somebody local, and we just keep traveling around to these places, but when you get somebody that has lived there for a long time, they know everything in the area, and Ashley's really a welcome addition to our show.
Doug Rideout made it over. He's a Indiana guy anymore. He has a lot of horses and does really well on the fair circuit over there.
Okay. From what I understand, in Indiana, they race a lot of fair starts, but it's like at a few fairs. So they go like to one over and over again.
Oh, really?
That's somebody will certainly tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that they have just a small number of fairs, but they go there multiple times.
I don't know what it's like anymore over there with Horse Supply, but shortly after they got the expanded gaming, I'd look at entries for some of the fairs over there. I mean, they'd have 20 plus races a day. Yeah. Lots and lots of horses.
Yeah, my daughter was an intern there one year, and that was her job, to go around to the fairs and get all the blood samples and take them back to the lab. And I mean, she would say that sometimes there would just be so many races. You'd be sitting through 22, 24 races.
Any updates on the track resurfacing at Northfield? I saw it's still on track for the 26th, maybe?
That's what the last thing I saw that Amy Holler posted.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody's going to know, it's her. You can never break news to Amy Holler, it doesn't seem like.
She's got a pipeline, pipelines everywhere. She knows everything that's going on. Well, I don't know of anybody that cares about horsemen more than she does.
Nope.
She just takes care of everybody. It's like she's Mama Amy,
Yep.
just taking care of all the horsemen. So we got Harry watching from Tennessee tonight. Oh, this is neat. We're talking about the baseball card. It's coming out of Doug Patterson. Lawrence says he's got a 1989 Chris Patterson Rookie of Sports Announcers at Scioto Downs.
Wow.
That would be cool.
89?
89. I don't know what years he did announce at Scioto, but I know it was a number of years. So an 89 Chris Patterson Rookie of Sports Announcers. Cool. Very cool. So it looks like they're just milling around on the backside, probably waiting for the all clear from the pari-mutuel. So it looks like Mike Weppenberg is getting his gate in motion.
One of these times I'll run down. I want to see how many tellers they have here because they look like they had the whole crew here tonight. There's no other fares going, I guess, too, which helps. But I think there's about probably a dozen windows down there, and they've got a fair amount of help that's usually spread up, or spread out between 2 or 3, 4 fares.
Yeah.
A day.
Well, and there's a building back there by the barns that they've got it set up in, too.
They?
Yeah, I can't remember which one it is. I think it's the first little building when you go down next to the
I can see a little,
cars.
like, with a black roof maybe on it, a little shed.
No, it's one on this side.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow, that's big.
Yeah. Okay, the fillies are behind the gate. She's a Dancing Fool, Dancing Robin, Miss Olivia Kay. There she is again, and a little bit of Fran. Let's head up to Doug.
Field of 5. Here they come. They're off and pacing gate breaker. The 2 Dancing Robin and are off. First away, Miss Elia Kay out for the lead. There she is again on the outside. To the inside, she's a Dancing Fool. A little bit of Fran races fourth, and on stride is Dancing Robin at the opening 8. And up on the outside, Doug Rideout's going to put, there she is again on the front end. Miss Elia Kay right there, second, third. She's a Dancing Fool, and She's a Dancing Fool is followed by a little fit of Fran racing fourth and trailing the field. Dancing Robin, they step by the opening quarter, and Doug Rideout, and there she is again, has them by that mark in 29 and 2. Miss Elia Kay sits the pocket in second. 2 back to She's a Dancing Fool third. Little bit of Fran racing fourth and takes a peek to the outside, and trailing the field is Dancing Robin. Passing the stands first time. They come over to the halfway point. There she is again, has the lead. She's a Dancing Fool on the outside. Little bit of Fran will pick up that cover. Miss Elia Kay to the inside fourth. Dancing Robin is fifth. 3 in, 2 out. The half of a minute and 2/5. They head to the 5/8 mark. There she is again, the leader by 3 parts of a length. She's a Dancing Fool on the outside second. Miss Elia Kay locked in third. Little bit of Fran set to come 3 wide for Nysonger. The trailer Dancing Robin. Across the backside of the 3/4 they go. There she is again. She's a Dancing Fool. Little bit of Fran, 3 wide. Around the far turn, Miss Elia Kay. Dancing Robin is fifth. Front to back separated by 5. 3/4, 130 and 3. They come to the top of the stretch, and the 2-year-old of Philly Pace. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. The target is there she is again. Coming to the outside, a little bit of Fran on the grandstand side. Dancing Robin, but coming to the line. There she is again. A little bit of Fran second. Dancing Robin home third. Two minutes, 2/5.
Another great race. My gosh, they were 3 wide on the 3/4 pole, so just a fantastic race. There she is again, and Doug Rideout. It's the Do Me That Again filly out of the Gun That Won the West mare. Katie's Got a Gun. First win of the year, 2 minutes and 2/5. Dancing Robin made up a ton of ground because she made that early break and was back by probably 10 lengths and came up, slowly worked her way up and came on to finish third in that race, unofficially. Unofficially, there she is again first, a little bit of Fran second, and Dancing Robin third. We got people running across there. They didn't even wait for the golf cart. These kids are beating the golf cart running down here to get in the winner's circle.
Mark Cost asked if we had heard entries for the Regal yet, and all I've heard is Charlie May was planning on stopping by, but they'll draw on Monday, right? Or is that how?
Yes,
even
should draw
for the
Monday.
Regal,
Yeah.
I think box closes around 10. I think it's 10 o'clock.
Racing Association 2-year-old filly pace. This is the first division for $6,494. Number 4, there she is again. She's a 2-year-old black filly by Do Me That Again out of the gun that won the West Mare. Katie's got a gun. Richard Kopp, Hillsdale, Michigan owns. Kent Wilcox trains. Doug Rideout drives the winner of the mile. 2 minutes, 2/5. Lifetime mark. First career win for There She Is Again. Like it by Greenville National Bank. The winner, $10, $4.80 and $2.10, 4-5 exacta, $36.80. Quinella returns $15.40, 4-5-2 try, $40.60. Here's the way they finished the fourth. Number 1, She's a Dancing Fool, 4. Number 2, Dancing Robin, 3. 3, Miss Elia K, 5. 4, There She Is Again, the winner of the 5. A little bit of Fran, 2. 2 minutes, 2/5. Lifetime mark for the winner. 29 and 2, a minute, 2/5, 1:30 and 3. 4, 3, 5, 1, 2 on the bottom. 5th race coming up next. Win Play Show, Quinella Exacta, Trifecta, Superfecta. Superfecta wagering on the 5th. Got the first 4 in order.
Do you have any changes for the next? I was kind of holding off for.
I have one change in the next. The 3, Vroom and Vonnie, Cam McCowan to drive. That's the only change that we know about. So congratulations to the connections of There She Is Again, and Doug Rideout and Kent Wilcox, owner Richard Kopp, a lifetime mark now of 2 minutes and 2/5. 5th race coming up is the first of 2 divisions of the Signature Series Trot. Both of these trots should be good ones. There's some really nice horses in it. Most of them have not raced in the Signature Series before. So it's kind of a new group here at Greenville for the Signature Series. But we will be back to take a look at those horses after these messages.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
You talk about getting some neat memorabilia. Brenda said that a great friend of hers was Carl Wade that worked for Gene Regal for many years and took care of a lot of good horses, including Western Hanover. And Carl passed away a few years ago, and his brother gave me Western Hanover's saddle pad from the Little Brown Jug.
Whoa.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
She said, we'll cherish forever, and I guess so. How cool is that?
A lot of bloodlines trace back to Western Hanover now. I mean, it's amazing. He was incredible. He was a super horse.
Oh, this is we have so many people that just know the history, just can go back. And I was messaging back and forth with Dean Hoffman this morning, and he told me a story about a horse that Doc Parshall had. I don't think I can repeat it on air, but it was kind of funny. It included the horse getting castrated, so that's all I'm going to say. So the fifth race coming up, this has a purse of $1,600, a Terry Thomas Memorial Signature Series. Constance Victory and Jeff Nysonger have the rail for trainer Victor Gray. Victor is also the owner of this horse. He's a 7-year-old. He's had 151 lifetime starts, earned $255,000, has a mark as a 7-year-old, so this year took a lifetime mark of 53-1. Shamrock and Ronnie Gillespie for trainer Ryan Miller. Miller Racing Stable owns. This is just a 4-year-old. Uncle Peter has 53 lifetime starts. Won 2 in a row at Scioto Downs a few weeks back in 55-1 and 55 flat. Vrooman Vani and Cam McCowan have the 3-hole. Carl Easterday Jr. is the trainer. Carl is also the owner. This is a 4-year-old mare by full count. I just had 32 lifetime starts, $45,000 in earnings, and a mark of 57-3. There's a Demon in Me. I had trouble with this the other day. There's a Demon in Me, and Devin Miller have the 4-hole. Alicia Hanners is the trainer. Austin Hanners, the owner. This is a 12-year-old gelding by Cadabra. Out of an Andover Hall mare, so a nice bred horse. Just won his last start at Troy, the free-for-all, in 2 minutes and 2/5. 24 starts this year, 6 wins, 2 seconds, and 6 thirds. Lifetime earnings of $804,000 and a mark of 152-4 at Dover Downs. All gas, no brakes. Greg Luther up for trainer Todd Luther. Greg Luther Racing is the owner. This is just a 4-year-old Uncle Peter. He's had 46 lifetime starts, $107,000. Won 2 starts back at Scioto Downs in a non-winners at 2,500 last 4 in 55-2. And loaded with creatine and David Ward have the 6-hole. Jody Flummersfield is the trainer. Bet the Chalk Racing LLC owns this 4-year-old creatine. 63 lifetime start, 8 wins, and $74,000 in earnings. Been having a little tough time as of late at Scioto Downs. Has just got 1 check in her last few starts. Finished 3rd there. Trotted in 57-3, about 4 starts back. So the sun is getting a little bit lower. We got a few clouds it's behind right now. Kind of eases up on the eyeballs for Matt.
I think we might have Parizo and Doc's Boo Boo out there warming up right now. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure
okay.
that's Parizo. I think on the inside there might be Boo
Doc's
Boo.
Boo Boo. Okay, we'll throw it up to Doug Ballinger for the post parade of this, the 5th race.
For the 5th race, Signature Series, Terry Thomas Memorial for First Division for $1,600. Upfield to 6, Cam McCowan drives the 3. Number 1, Constance Victory, Jeff Nysonger driving. Number 2, Shamrock with Ronnie Gillespie. 3, Vrooman Vani with Cam McCowan. Devin Miller driving to 4. There's a Demon in Me. Number 5, All Gas, No Brakes, Greg Luther. And the 6, loaded with creatine, David Ward in the sulky.
Okay, and that is your field for this 5th race, the first of 2 divisions of the Signature Series Trot here at the Great Dark County Fair. The judges stand is up high in the grandstand here. I always say, we always say we'll throw it up to Doug, but we don't really get to throw it up very often. We throw it over or we throw it alongside us, but this time we really truly are throwing it up because they have all the judges and everything are in the grandstand up high. It's quite a trek up there.
It sure is. I always make sure I have double of everything when I have to make that trip, just in case.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to forget something. I have to run back down and grab it.
Our clerk, Judy Foreman, was coming up here, and she said, man, this is getting kind of tough. You got to come up all the stairs, and now you have to take all those stairs, and then you got to walk the catwalk across there, which is scary in itself.
Wagered early, don't be shut out.
Looks like Constance Victory scoring down pretty fast. Got done at Rock Springs today. They had just 4 races yesterday, and I think 7 or 8 today. Frank Fraz and Mike Langer were there today. I'll give a shout out to our officials. We have Tim Harless is our director of racing, John Weiss, the presiding judge, Rick Gleason, the charter, Lisa Schwartz, and I believe Judy Foreman are both clerking up there. Nash Photo Finish is making sure who wins and who's second, and our on-track photographer is Brad Conrad, starter Mike Webkenberg, and our announcer Doug Ballinger. Doug's 50th year of announcing. Just a great legacy that both him and Roger have.
Less than 1 minute to post time.
Big thanks to Tim Harless, too, for helping me out with a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
He called me over a week ago, just, kind of asking what all we needed and letting us know that we're more than welcome to be right here in the biggest box in the grandstands that he saves for us. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we walk in and we're not really sure where to go, so it's really nice that they save us a spot.
Oh, yeah, they've got a whole nother tote board down there behind that tree, don't they? I'm pretty sure.
You're right.
Wow.
There is a lot of people along the fence, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like a mini Delaware where when I walked through, there was a whole bunch of chairs there with no people, so they must have came and put their chairs up early.
I didn't get to go back before the races. I think I'll probably go back after, visit with some folks then. Dalton Walls and Mark Adder and probably Ryan Miller might be back there. Tim Harless might still be hanging out.
Yeah, they've got a horseman's tent over there. They were feeding the horsemen, awesome. That was really nice.
I saw that. Yeah, they were just asking for like a donation, right?
Yep. And go back and grab something. I can give my fair food report because I went to Nacho Pig.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Nacho Pig has, I got the Aloha Pig, which was pulled pork, pineapple, coleslaw, cheese. I'm thinking there was something else. There was another kind of sauce, too, some barbecue sauce and another kind of sauce. But it was really good with the pineapple in it. But I saw a lady that had, like if you would take a whole pineapple with the leaves and everything on it and just cut it in half, and then they had scooped the pineapple out and mixed it with rice and some other stuff. So she had this huge thing of a pineapple, and that looked really good too. I'm going to have to find out where that is for a future night.
Yeah.
So it looks like Mike Webkenberg is moving his gate. Horses are going up from the rail out. She's a Dancing Fool with Ronnie Gillespie. Oh, wrong race. Constance Victory and Jeff Neisonger. Shamrock, Ronnie Gillespie. Vroom and Vonnie, Cam McCowan. There's a Demon in Me and Devin Miller. All Gas, No Brakes, Greg Luther. And Loaded with Creatine, David Ward.
Division Signature Series.
Memorial. All in behind the gate. Here they come. Gate breaker the 3, Vrooman Vani. Gate breaker the 5, all gas, no brakes. And they're off. Devin Miller's going to send it. There's a Demon in Me right to the front. Conscious Victory to the inside. Comes out in second, racing third. As they race around the turn, that is Shamrock. Racing fourth, loaded with creatine. Fifth is all gas, no brakes, and the early trader. Vrooman Vani as they head up the backside. Field of 6, they follow the lead. There's a Demon in Me, leads the way by 3. Conscious Victory is second, Shamrock third, break of 4 to 5, loaded with creatine, then comes all gas, no brakes, and Vrooman Vani's the trader, 6, some 10 from the front, 30 and 2/5 for the opening panel. They trot around the turn. There's a Demon in Me. Devin Miller lead him by a length. Conscious Victory is second, racing third, Shamrock. Loaded with creatine is next as they pass the stand for the first time and come to the halfway point. All gas, no brakes is out on the move on the outside. Vrooman Vani trails the field coming to the half. There's a Demon in Me by 2. Conscious Victory is second. All gas, no brakes third. Shamrock is fourth. Loaded with creatine fifth. Vrooman Vani trails 30 and 2/5 for the quarter. Half and 101 and 3. And all stride goes all gas, no brakes. Down the backside they trot. On top. There's a Demon in Me across the backside. Conscious Victory right there, second. Shamrock third. Loaded with creatine fourth. Vrooman Vani is fifth. All gas, no brakes, trails. They're into the far turn and they're all chasing Devin Miller. And there's a Demon in Me. Conscious Victory is second. 131 for 3/4. They circle the far turn. The leader trying to take them all the way. There's a Demon in Me. Conscious Victory comes to the outside. Shamrock is third. They're off the turn in the Terry Thomas. Down the stretch they come. There's a Demon in Me. There's a Demon in Me. Devin Miller, gate to wire. $159 3/5.
Never an anxious moment. Really, Devin just sat chilly all the way through the lane, never moved a muscle.
Yeah, and very uncharacteristic brakes for Vrooman Vani and all gas, no brakes. Those horses just, they don't run. So pretty unusual for both of them to make brakes. But yeah, Devin Miller just sat.
Yep.
She knew what she had. Kind of coming off a win at Troy in 2 minutes and 2/5. And I know last week at Troy, this horse got so many pets and love-ins from, I think it was Alicia Hanners.
Oh,
yeah. So I'm sure will again tonight. 12-year-old horse made $804,000. And, I mean.
Wow.
Yeah.
Classy.
Yes.
Everyone would like to thank Dave Knapp for Lincoln for the truck to work the track. Back in front of the stands, moving into the winner's circle. The winner of the Signature Series, first division.
Of the Terry Thomas. Number 4, there's a Demon in Me. The 12-year-old bay-coloured son of a Cadabra out of the Andover Hall mare. Trotton Tony, 7th of the season. On Boston Hanners, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. Alicia Hanners trains Devin Miller in the sulky. Terry Thomas Memorial Blanket being presented to the connections of There's a Demon in Me. Winning driver, Devin Miller, 159 3/5. The winner, 940, 440, 260. 4-1 Exacta. 1420, Quinella, 740. 4123, Superfecta, 122.40. 412 Try, 2660. Here's the way they finished the fifth. Number 1, Conscious Victory, 2. 2, Shamrock, 3. 3, Ruandani, 4. Number 4, there's a Demon in Me, the winner. 5, All Gas, No Brakes, 6. And 6, Loaded with Creatine, 5. 159 and 3, 30 and 2 fifths, 101 and 3, 131. 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 5 on the bottom.
When that horse first came up to get in the winner's circle, I almost thought it didn't have an overcheck on, but it had its head down so low. It did have an overcheck on, but really carries his head nice and low, and just can't ask much more of a horse than what this horse has done in its lifetime.
Not at all.
And now racing a lot of the amateur races that are held up at Northfield Park. This horse has been in a ton of them.
Yeah, Devin's pretty much been driving all along other than one start. So what a nice horse to have for, races like this and the amateur driving. And
yeah, these kind of horses are irreplaceable. Just good old trotter. 6th race coming up is the first division, the only division of the 2-year-old colt trot. They're going to be going for a purse of $11,485. Track record here for 2-year-old colt trotters is 2 minutes and 2 fifths. So we're going to take a short break and we'll be back.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio is a full-service standardbred breeding facility that specializes in stallion management. Cool Winds Farm stands the popular Dancin' Yankee, whose first crop of 2-year-olds are now racing. Cool Winds also welcomed Western Fame to their stallion barn, who won nearly $2 million competing against the best pacers of his generation. Be sure to inspect the Cool Winds yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 15th.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Hey, welcome back to the Great Dark County Fair here in Greenville, Ohio. Somebody was asking about Charlie May, and it was reported that Charlie May was going to enter into the Gene Regal. I don't believe that they will draw for that until Monday. So we won't know for sure. Anything can happen. But Don Tiger, he loves the fairs and loves what they do here at Greenville. So has said he's going to bring Charlie May here, which will be a lot of fun to watch. Such a great horse.
Susan, are you going to be at Lima?
No, I am not.
Okay. Georgia Miller was asking if you're going to be at Lima.
No, I was, and then we switched it. I think Tom Pye's going to be there one day, and Michael Langer is going to be there the second day. So Tom Pye and you on Monday, and you and Michael on Tuesday. I was going to be there on Monday, but then we discovered that Super Night's only like 3 weeks away, and we haven't had a meeting about it yet. So we're going to go over to Scioto Downs on Monday and meet and figure out everything that's going to happen.
Wait a minute,
for
what
Super
day?
Night.
I thought that was Super Night.
Super Night's September 9th, which is coming up pretty quick.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah. So we have to figure out, where they're going to put us, everything that we're going to do. So we may be calling you Monday afternoon in between your races at Lima. Always a lot to do. We're looking forward to Super Night, but also it's so much earlier this year. Last year it was like the 22nd or something of September, and this year it's the 9th. So it's quite a bit earlier. Changes the whole complexion about the Triple Crown winners, because now this year the Sire Stakes will be first, the Breeders' Championships will be third. So it changes the way that, everybody's going to be thinking about it. Last year it ended up, there was one division of 3-year-old colt pacers, so you had just the one shot to get the Triple Crown. But this time, when the Breeders' Championships are last, there's usually a couple divisions, so it's going to be a little bit different. Okay, 6th race coming up. Poor Pop Wyatt and Alan Anderson have the rail. Alan Anderson is also the trainer and the owner. This is a Volstead. He's just had 3 lifetime starts and has been trotted in 2-9 at Urbana and 2-9-1 at Salina. Whiskey Peddler changed the driver to David Ward. Mark Winters, the trainer. Jerry Zozel and Richard Davis are the owners. This horse has been racing really well. Won at Urbana in 2-3-3. Also won at Washington Courthouse in 2-11. 6 starts, 2 wins, 3 seconds. So 5 of 6 first, seconds, or thirds. Earnings of $10,000 already. Nothing But a Prince and Kevin Snyder up for Kim Daly. Kim is also the owner of this horse. It's a Nothing But Class gelding out of a Crazed mare. Had 6 starts this year, 1 second, which was last week at Salina. Trotted in 2-8-3 there. Has been making some breaks, though. There's quite a bit of breaks in there, but as we said last week at Salina, raced a clean race, really good. Country Jet and Melvin Schmucker have the 4-hole. Melvin is also the trainer. Yacht Club 140 LLC is the owner of this What the Hill colt. Has had 3 starts this year, 2 seconds. One of those seconds was at Chillicothe, and the other was at Washington Courthouse. And a Line of Stone and Jeff Neisanger have the 5-hole. Mark Winters, the trainer. Harry Horowitz from Brooklyn, New York, is the owner. This is a Lane of Stone. Has won his last 2 starts. One at Wapakoneta in 2-7-2, and a dead heat for win at Urbana in 2-3-4. Had been making some breaks earlier in the year, but the last 3 starts seems to have got that out of his system.
Really impressive at Urbana. He was beat around the last turn and came back on and ended up a dead heat, but what a tough little trotter he is.
And if I remember right, he is kind of little.
He's
not really a big horse.
There's 2 Lane of Stones, 2-year-olds that I've seen here recently. There's a gelding and a filly, and I really like both of them. I can't remember the filly's name right now, but they do look a lot like Lane of Stone, which is a good thing because he is beautiful.
and just an awesome horse. That seems to be kind of a thing now to breed and keep racing and everything, but that's still, it's tough. Got to be tough to do that. But he has produced some really nice horses. We've had 2 new track records already tonight. For those of you who are just joining us, we had the second race. MG's Summer Angel, 56-2. That was a new track record for 4-year-old and up mares. And then we had a new track record of 59-1 for 3-year-old filly trotters.
Horses are on the track for the 6th race. Colt Racing Association 2-year-old colt trot. $11,485. Field of 5, sponsored by Hamilton Auto Sales. And these are the horses. Number 1 is Poor Pop Wyatt. Alan Anderson driving. David Ward drives the 2 Whiskey Peddler. Number 3, Nothing But a Prince with Kevin Snyder. The 4, Country Jet. Melvin Schmucker. And rounding out the field, the 5, A Line of Stone. Jeff Neisanger in the sulky.
Flip 5 stones. I saw someone said flips the stone or something.
Yep. Flip 5
Turn the light
stones.
bulb on.
Yeah. So I say it doesn't matter what we ask or what we're confused about. Somebody will tell us. Somebody just asked who's going to Hicksville, and I am going to Hicksville for 2 days. I'm going for Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Michael Langer is going to do Hicksville on Thursday. Long drive up to Hicksville. But they are going 3 days this year, which they haven't done before, at least lately. They've been at 2 days, and so now they are going to 3 days of racing, and they'll have some overnights too. They're going to have, let me look. They, of course, have the stake races, but then they've got a 2- and 3-year-old open trot, a non-winners of 5,000 open pace, the Great Lakes Amateur Driving Association, a signature series. You got a Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series pace and trot. Another 2- and 3-year-old pace, non-winners of 5,000, non-winners of 10,000. So a lot of overnight races there at Hicksville, and I think they draw a lot from Indiana and Michigan too, because they are right there.
Yeah, they might
really
get
close.
some Indianas in those overnights for sure.
But it's nice when a fair offers overnights. We were talking to Roger Wilkins from Van Wert the other night, and they have a whole day of overnights. And it's nice to be able to have those overnights for people who aren't in the stake races, or, maybe you've got a not an Ohio bred, you've got an out-of-state bred horse, and it's nice to be able to have that opportunity to race.
Yeah, and get a start in them before they go to the big track or something. Maybe just race closer to home. That's Wednesday night here too, isn't it? Isn't it all overnight condition races here? 7:45 post time. Last year when they had that day, I think Jason Beatty came over here, and if there was 9 races, I think he won 7 of them.
Really?
Yeah, he had
Wow.
just put on a clinic over here last year. One of the days.
Wow.
Less than 1 minute to post time.
Just Roger Houston is watching, so hello, Roger. Hope you got wherever you were going from Rock Springs okay. You must have. That was the first time Roger had been at Rock Springs, and I believe Lima is going to be his first time announcing at Lima, too. So you'd think a guy like him, he's been everywhere, and he's working on everywhere, but working his way up. Well, the sun has dipped now below the tree line.
20 degrees at least, don't you think?
Yes. I brought my sweatshirt with me this
Nice
time.
night, though. It is perfect night to race horses.
Yeah. It's so still, so you don't have the wind, in front of them coming down the stretch or anything like that. It's just still
really
and nice.
No humidity at all. It's just perfect.
I think we're going to be, they say we're going to get it back next week.
Yeah.
The heat and humidity is going to come back. But tonight is beautiful. We just enjoy sitting here at the Darke County Fair in Greenville. And as you said, we've got a tote board here, and we've got a tote board down in the last turn for all the people that are there in that turn, because there's a lot of people standing around. They've even got a little tiny bleachers over there.
Yeah, I don't remember if they did that last year or not. I imagine probably so. Larry, their IT man for Racing Technologies, is one of the smartest guys I've ever encountered, so I'm not surprised that they have a pretty nice setup here.
Yeah, I mean, they draw a big crowd. This is a huge grandstand. We've got a really big crowd in here tonight, but I know on Regal night it'll be packed.
Yep.
They're also, I believe it's Sunday night, they're giving away 12 50-inch TVs.
Yeah, that's their chamber night, or I think,
Kinda
I don't know
like,
if they call it that.
Right.
But
Same kind of thing. And so if you're anywhere close to Greenville on Sunday, you need to come out here and get your free ticket and listen for your number to be called to get one of those big TVs.
$1,485. Sponsored by Hamilton Auto Sales. Here they come. They're off and trotting. That is Nothing But a Prince for the lead from the inside. That is Whiskey Peddler. As they race into the turn, Poor Papa Wyatt to the inside third. Country Jet is fourth, and A Line of Stone will line up and be the early trader. At the opening eight, they head up the backside. Whiskey Peddler will guide them on over to the opening quarter. And Jeff Nysonger from fifth to fourth to third with A Line of Stone, and A Line of Stone powers to the front end, giving way. Whiskey Peddler is second. Nothing But a Prince is third. Poor Pop Wyatt is fourth. Country Jet trails the field fifth. They're in straight alignment as they race into the turn. They trot by the opening quarter, and A Line of Stone is there in 31 4/5 as they race around the turn. Whiskey Peddler next in second. Racing third. Nothing But a Prince. Poor Pop Wyatt is next. Trailing the field is Country Jet as they pass the stand for the first time and come on over to the halfway point. On top of the field, A Line of Stone has the lead. Racing second, Whiskey Peddler. Trotting third, Nothing But a Prince. Poor Pop Wyatt fourth. Country Jet trails. They're halfway home. They're at the half in 103 1/5. They head to the 5/8 field of trotters, being led by Jeff Nysonger and A Line of Stone. Right there, second is Whiskey Peddler. Trotting third, Nothing But a Prince. Poor Pop Wyatt next and fourth. Country Jet trails the field. Across the backside they trot with the lead. A Line of Stone. He has it by a length. Right there, second is Whiskey Peddler. Trotting third, Nothing But a Prince. Fourth on the outside, Country Jet. Poor Pop Wyatt shuffled to fifth. They're into the far turn. A Line of Stone has them by 3/4. 135. Whiskey Peddler right turn, ready to come to the outside, and David Ward sends him to the outside. After the leader, A Line of Stone. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. A Line of Stone. Whiskey Peddler on the outside. Country Jet on the grandstand side third. Nothing But a Prince fourth. But under a hand drive, it's all A Line of Stone. Whiskey Peddler second. Nothing But a Prince home third. 203 4/5 for the winner.
I think Doug thought that Jeff was going to sit back there. You know, he said Jeff Nysonger in the back, and then all of a sudden he pulled him, and that colt just took off past them all.
Yeah, he sat towards the rear, out about 3 or 4 wide,
yes.
Really all the way around the turn. And once he got him out of the turn, he just let him loose. And yeah, he's got a quick turn of foot.
Yes.
I mean, he was moving down the backstretch to get the lead, and then, I mean, it was honestly kind of over at that point.
Mm-hmm. I mean, for a baby trotter to do that, coming out, yeah, that was really nice. And you know what? I didn't want to even think it during it, but none of them made a break.
No, yeah.
It was just a nice, and when they left out of here, what a pretty picture, 5 baby trotters going out of there on gate. Really nice race for these 2-year-old trotters. 2, 3, and 4. Let's see. Last half in 1 minute and 3.
Wow.
He still got his ears up. Look at him. Just so what's next? What's
now
next?
What? Yeah.
He's very proud right
He
now,
sure
isn't he?
Into the winner's circle.
You're one of the 6th race. 2-year-old colt trot for $11,485. Number 5, A Line of Stone. The 2-year-old Big of the Sun of Lane of Stone out of the Muscle Massey mare. Missed the line, 3rd of the season. Owned by Harry Horowitz, Brooklyn, New York. Mark Winters trains. Jeff Nysonger in the sulky. The mile 203 4/5 equals his lifetime best. 3rd of the season. Final half minute 3/5. Final quarter 28 and 4. Blanket by Hamilton Auto Sales. The winner $4, $220, $210. Exacta $340. Quinella $240. 523 try $1740. Here's the way they finished the 6. 1 Poor Pop Wyatt 5. Number 2 Whiskey Peddler 2. 3 Nothing But a Prince 3. 4 Country Jet 4. 5 A Line of Stone the winner 203 4/5. 31 and 4. 103 and 1. 135. 5 2 3 4 1 on the bottom.
So A Line of Stone, your winner in 2, 3, and 4 last quarter, and 28 and 4, and just looked as Didn't look a bit tired when he
Awfully
came back.
comfortable doing it. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. What a nice looking colt. The next race coming up is the 7th, and that is the 3-year-old Colts, second division, 3-year-old Colt Pacers. We've got 5 in it, and we're going to need a driver on the 1, but we haven't heard that yet. Have you heard?
No, I just heard Cam McCown on the 2.
Okay.
But I didn't catch the 1. I think there's another one in there too.
Okay.
Maybe Jared Seekman.
Jared
but I didn't
Seekman,
hear.
yeah.
Okay,
I don't
that's on
know
the 4.
if your programs don't have it. Jared Seekman's on the 4. I printed mine off this morning again because you get the. Sometimes a clerk will go in and make some changes if they know about the changes, day before or day of the race. So sometimes you can get a program that's a little bit more up to date. Oh, my phone says it's having a technical error. So
Keep it over there.
Yeah. Yes. I don't even. Okay. Well, let's go up to. Let's shoot it over to some commercials.
Athletes, they come in all shapes and sizes. They catch, they leap, they run. Some athletes even come with 4 legs and paws and hooves. When these beloved family members need care, remember the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio State experts wrote the book on exceptional animal care and know how to get our best friends back on their feet. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1974, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Sun's out, guns out, hot summer fun.
Hot summer fun. Hot summer fun.
Okay, welcome back to the Great Dark County Fair, Greenville, Ohio. We're coming up on the 7th race. We have 12 races for you tonight. Sunday, which will be our next night of racing, is Fan Appreciation Night here at Greenville, and they're going to be giving away a lot of stuff. The one that stuck out for me was 12 50-inch TVs, but I know they also have some other prizes. They're going to be giving out raffle tickets as you come in, and then when they call your name, and everybody's going to have to listen really close because they're only going to wait, like they're going to have, let's say we just had the 6th race. They're going to call your number. When the 7th race is going to the post, that's it. You lost your chance to come and get it. So you have to be here and have to be listening really keenly in order to see if you're going to win something, because you got a lot of great prizes. And that's also going to be the Doug Ballinger night, where we're going to celebrate 50 years of announcing for Doug. So it's going to be a great night here on Sunday night, and we have 15 races. My phone has pooped out again, so I'm not able to see anybody's comments or anybody that's on. I'll keep trying it.
Sounds like the Facebook feed was freezing for some folks and maybe not for others, so I don't know. I lowered
That's odd.
the quality a little bit, so should still be good, just not as high def, I guess.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
know you could do that. That's interesting. That's why Matt is Matt, because he knows all the tricks.
Well, we'll see if it works.
Yeah. Well, that's it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Someone did comment Ronnie Gillespie on the 1, and I will buy that because he is not
Oh.
listed on anything in here, so.
Yep, very well could be. And I think he drove another one for Mike Paul Hamas earlier. I try so hard to remember to keep track of the trainers and drivers so we know who's leading, and I forget.
I usually go back to the speed office and get a physical program so I can write changes down, and I did not do that. What's that?
That race 1 or that race 5?
Oh. So far, so good. So, we racing tonight?
No.
Nothing?
I know, I've never been like.
Okay, so all our drivers have been singles tonight. Nobody has doubled up yet. But let's take a look at the horses that in this upcoming 7th race. It's a 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Pace, second of 2 divisions, 5 in it. He's half naked. We think Ronnie Gillespie is driving, but we have not had that confirmed yet. Mike Polhamus is the trainer of this Western Vintage Colt. It's owned by Golden Goose Stables from Cincinnati and Matt Rowe from Urbana. It's had 12 starts this year, at 1 second and 1 third. That second was at Scioto Downs in a non-winners of 2 pari-mutuel races
What's
lifetime. The 2, I Fear Nothing, Cam McCowan will drive for Jimmy Arledge. Laura Baker is the owner. This is a Fear the Dragon colt out of a Stand Forever mare. It's won his last 3 starts. One at Troy, Urbana, and Xenia, the fastest of those being at Urbana in 56 and 1. Also won at Washington Courthouse and at Northfield in a Buckeye Stallion series, and won that race in 53 and 4. Okay, let's turn it over to Doug for the post parade of this 7th race.
Horses are on the track for the 7th race. Second division, 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Pace for $6,086. Sunny Ship Junior Memorial, sponsored by Greenville Federal Bank. Upfield of 5. These are the horses. Number 1, he's half naked. Ronnie Gillespie drives. 2, I Fear Nothing, Cam McCown. Jeff Nysunger with a 3, Chasing Dragons. 4 is My Rich Uncle, Jared Siegman. And number 5, Lavish Fun, Scott Ferguson in the sulky. When play show.
Okay, we were talking about I Fear Nothing, who's had 7 wins already this year out of 19 starts. The 3, Chasing Dragons, Jeff Nysunger is up for Tyler Cook. Tyler Cook, Jay Brandenburg, Jay Garrison, and M. Baker all own this Fear the Dragon colt. It's out of a 3rd straight mare. Has 1 win this year, and that was at Wilmington in 2-1 and 2. Last start at Salina was 3rd, and Paces Mile in 59 and 4. My Rich Uncle and Jared Siekman have the 4-hole. Dan O'Mara is the trainer. Marjorie Polhamus from Ludlow Falls is the owner. This is an Uncle Peter colt out of a Break the Bank K mare. 11 starts this year, 1 third, and that was at a race at Hoosier Park. This colt has been pacing some big miles over at Hoosier Park. 54 and 3, 55 and 2, 55 flat, 55 and 1, so certainly does have some speed, just hasn't had the best of racing luck. And Lavish Fun and Scott Ferguson round out the field. Scott is also the trainer. Daniel and Landon Coate of Covington, Ohio, own this Full of Fun colt. It's out of a Towner's big guy mare, Lavish Liz. 7 starts, 1 third, and that third was at Troy in 2-4 and 1. Also paced, he's finished 6th, but paced in 2 minutes and 2/5 at Urbana. So the standout of the field on paper is I Fear Nothing with those 7 wins. $47,000 in earnings this year. Raced as a 2-year-old, had 9 starts and did not hit the board. made $2,500, so didn't really race a lot and probably didn't race really great, but certainly has come around as a 3-year-old. That mark of 53-4 at Northfield. Chasing Dragons has the 1 win, and the rest, the other 3 horses, are maidens.
Boy, that Buckeye Stallion series can be tough. Looking at He's Half Naked back on 7:28. Paces mile in 52-4 and finished 8th.
Ooh.
I mean, that's...
Well, that hurts.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can get my phone working again. We're going to have to catch up on everybody. I guess everybody turned on their cell phones again. We had a little while where we were getting really good cell service, but thank goodness we are hardwired in, thanks to Tim Harless and his crew here.
Starter has called the horses to the gate.
Okay, Mike Webkenbird has started his gate in motion, and the horses are gathering up. So from the rail out, He's Half Naked with Ronnie Gillespie. I Fear Nothing, Cam McCowan. Chasing Dragons, Jeff Neisanger. My Rich Uncle, Jared Siekman, and Lavish Fun, and Scott Ferguson. So this is the second of 2 divisions of the 3-year-old colt pace. Track record for 3-year-old colt pacers is 55-3.
Gates rolling. It's post time. Field of 5 for the second division of the 3-year-old colt and gelding pace for $6,086. Sunny Ship Junior Memorial, sponsored by Greenville Federal Bank. All in behind the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate. Here they come. They're off and pacing. I Fear Nothing steps right to the front end. My Rich Uncle on the outside is second, taking attack. Chasing Dragons is third. Lavish Fun comes out in fourth. And He's Half Naked is the early trader. They head up the backside. Field of Pacers being led by Cam McCallan and I Fear Nothing. On the outside, My Rich Uncle is second, racing third, Chasing Dragons. Racing fourth is Lavish Fun, and trailing the field, He's Half Naked. On to the opening quarter they go, and on top of the field, Jared Siekman and My Rich Uncle lead the way by half a length. On the outside as he races around the turn, My Rich Uncle. I Fear Nothing, My Rich Uncle, Chasing Dragons. Fourth into the turn, Lavish Fun, trailing the field, He's Half Naked. 29-4 for the opening panel. They come into the lane first time, coming to the half. Yet to see it pylon, My Rich Uncle. Racing to his inside, I Fear Nothing, buried third. Chasing Dragons, fourth on the outside. Here comes He's Half Naked, and Lavish Fun is now the trader. We have 3 in, 2 moving up. On the outside, they're halfway home. They're at the half in 1 minute and 4/5. They headed at 5/8 with the lead. Cam McCowan and I Fear Nothing. My Rich Uncle on the outside. Chasing Dragons will need room on the outside. He's Half Naked is fourth. Trailing the field, Lavish Fun. They're across the backside and headed to the 3/4. Still there, I Fear Nothing, but by only a neck. My Rich Uncle's been out the entire mile. He won't go away. He's on the leader's wheel. Racing third is Chasing Dragons. He's Half Naked is fourth. Lavish Fun trails 3/4, 1:30. They circle the far turn, and separation now for I Fear Nothing. My Rich Uncle on the outside is called it a day. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Chasing Dragons coming to on the inside third. He's Half Naked coming to the line. I Fear Nothing. Second to 3, Chasing Dragons. Third to 1, He's Half Naked. 157-4.
157-4. That's last quarter in 27-4. I Fear Nothing. Did not fear anything tonight. Just went out there and just commanded the whole race. Half in 1 minute and 4/5, mile in 57-4. 2-3-1. So I Fear Nothing. Chasing Dragons second, and He's Half Naked was third. My Rich Uncle was parked the whole mile. Looked like he was getting up close to I Fear Nothing, but then got a little tired coming down the lane. Cam McCowan's first win of the night.
Any idea who our outrider is tonight?
I don't know.
I haven't paid attention, so I guess I don't know either.
I didn't get a real program either, so maybe
I know
it's in there.
Probably
but I
is
didn't
listed.
Yeah.
Back in front of the stands, moving in.
To the winner's circle, here's your winner of the 7th, second division. 3-year-old Colt and Gilling Pace, the Sunny Ship Junior Memorial for $6,086. Here's the 2, I Fear Nothing. The 3-year-old Pay Go to the Sun of Fear the Dragon out of the stand forever mare. Cheery, 8th of the season. Laura Baker, Galloway, Ohio owns. Jim Arledge Jr. trains. Cam McCowan in the sulky. The mile, 157 4/5. This race sponsored by Greenville Federal Bank. Craig Bowman, member of the Speed Committee in the Dark County Fair Board, making the presentation of the blanket on behalf of Greenville Federal Bank. The winner, 320, 210, and 210. 2-3 Exacta returns $660. The Quinella, 340. 2-3-1 Try, $9.40. Here's a complete order finish for the 7th. Number 1, He's Half Naked, 3. 2, I Fear Nothing, the winner. 3, Chasing Dragons, 2. 4, My Rich Uncle, the 4. 5, Lavish Fun, 5. 157-4. 29-4. Minute 4/5. 133. 1, 2, 4. 5 on the bottom. 8th race in about 10 minutes.
Number 2, CSI Ring.
Number David Ward, the 2. Scratch the 5 Star Crystals. Scratch the 5 Star Crystals. When placed.
Exactly. Strike back there.
So 8th race coming up. This is the race that we were talking about earlier, a tough division. Second of 2 divisions with a 3-year-old filly trot. There's some really nice horses in here. We are scratched down to a field of 4. Star Crystals is scratched, and Star Crystals would have been another tough horse in this race. So the only driver change we know about is CS Irene, the 2 horse, will be driven by David Ward. So we'll take a short break for some messages, and then we'll be right back.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm with 500 acres of pasture for breeding to boarding and on-site veterinarian care, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Pet Rock, Long Tom, and Bit of a Legend. Midland Acres, doing our best to bring you the best.
The thrill and excitement of Grand Circuit Racing returns to the Delaware County Fairgrounds. Make your plans to attend the 78th Little Brown Jug.
You win the Little Brown Jug!
Little Brown Jug Week starts Sunday, September 17th with the 78th Little Brown Jug Thursday the 21st. Visit littlebrownjug.com or call 1-800-DEL-FAIR for ticket information. Be there!
Okay, welcome back to Greenville. This is one of my favorite posts of the night. Mark asked Brenda, what horses did you have? And she said, not very good ones, but I love them all anyways. So that's what it's about, you know. I mean, it's great to make money. It's great, but boy, if you have a love for these horses, that'll keep you through a lot of the lean times. Our outrider, Tracy says, I believe the outrider is Bobby Werner. Tim is checking in from the Silver State. I don't have any idea.
Nevada?
Is that Nevada, the Silver State?
That's why I don't know.
No.
I said that more like a question.
Oh,
I think it's Nevada.
Well, somebody will let us know. And then Lawrence asks, is anybody planning on attending Jug or Jug Week? If anybody is going to be at the Little Brown Jug, we are going to be there for the whole 5 days. OHHA has a tent on the backside. It's kind of right next to the log cabin back there. You can stop in. We have donuts in the morning. We have snacks and treats all day, cold water all day, because it's usually hot at Delaware. It's either hot or it's cold.
Yep.
So we'll have stuff there. We'll have some swag stuff to give away. You can come and answer a question. You can spin the wheel and answer a question or two and win some swag and introduce yourselves. We'd be happy to put a face to all of the texts that or posts that everybody's been doing. So that would be fun. So the 8th race coming up, the 3-year-old filly trot. 3-year-old filly trot record is 2 minutes flat.
Didn't they break that?
You're right, but now it is 59-1. Callie Rudd and Emmanuel Miller have the rail. Trainer is Chris Beaver. Sandra Burnett and Chris Beaver own this filly. She's a Triumphant Caviar out of a Storm and Norman mare called Red Storm. Has had 12 starts this year, 1 win, and that was at Northfield in 57 flat. She also had 2 seconds and 3 thirds. Last start was second at Napoleon in 2-2 and 2. CS Irene, David Ward is up for trainer Mike Polhamus. The owner is Matt Rowe. This is a long-time filly. Out of an I Look Like My Mom mare, Nickel K. Purchased at the Buckeye Classic sale for $29,000. Has won her last 2 starts. Won at Troy in 2 minutes and 3/5 and at Urbana in 2-1 and 4. Has also had a second and a third this year. Earnings of $15,000. Paricio, Ronnie Gillespie up for Dalton Walls. Bruce Soulsby, Alan Weisenberg, and Dalton Walls all own this creatine filly. They purchased her at the Lexington Selected sale for $23,000. She has had 13 starts this year, 6 wins and 3 seconds. Second or last start out at Troy. Won a late closer, the Kaltenbach at Scioto Downs in 54 and 4. Won a Buckeye Stallion Series at Scioto Downs in 55 and 3. And won another division of the won a division of the Kaltenbach, and then won the final also. Just has been racing super. Mark of 54 and 4 at Scioto Downs. And then we come to Doc's Boo Boo, who is the Down by the Seaside trotter trained by Mark Winters, owned by J.R. Stable LLP from Orient, Ohio. Jeff Nysonger up. 8 of 9 first, seconds, or thirds. She's had 9 starts, 5 wins, 2 seconds, and a third. Second or last start out at Scioto Downs in the State Fair Stakes, where she trotted her mile in 55 flat. Start before that, she won a division of the Buckeye Stallion Series in 54 and 1. Also won a late closer at Scioto. Another late closer, another division of the Buckeye Stallion, and a non-winners of 4 pari-mutuel races lifetime. So just been, 5 wins. And Star Crystal is a scratch. So this is going to be a really good race. I mean, these are some fast fillies, consistent fillies, and not many breaks in the whole past performance page.
I mean, what do you do with, that mare that Doc's Boo Boo's out of? Like, would you ever think about breeding back to Down by the Seaside? And like, would there be would they allow that? Like have with a full book, let Down by the Seaside breed a trotting mare again? But, a year and a half of racing, $173,000.
Yes.
Wasn't that big of a mistake? I'd say no.
Exactly.
to the track for the 8th race. This is second division of the 3-year-old filly trot for $5,630. Gail Dubs Memorial. Sponsored by Hartzell Veterinary. Number 1, Cali Red, the driver Emmanuel Miller. Number 2 is CS Irene, David Ward drives. 3, Pariso, Ronnie Gillespie. The 4, Doc's Boo Boo. Jeff Nicesonger in the sulky. Scratch number 5, Star Crystals. David Ward drives the 2, Win Place, Exacta. Trifecta on the 8th.
Going to the gate, 3 minutes.
We were talking about Doc's Boo Boo being a Down by the Seaside, and I looked up. Down by the Seaside has produced 265 pacers who have started, and 1 trotter.
I remember seeing her at, I think it was the matinee at Washington Courthouse, the first time anywhere, and I think she might have made a break, but I thought, man, it actually looks really good trotting, you know.
Yep.
At that point, I was just hoping that she would be competitive or, you know, like be able to trot with other trotters and stuff, and I mean, obviously she can.
Obviously, yep, because she made $173,000 already. Yeah, this is just going to be a great race, I think, if they just stay trotting.
Yep, they can all leave. That Pariso right on the inside of her. The 3
Yes.
horse has been racing huge, and you know it's a big mark. 54-4 at Scioto. That's trotting some, and then you know the other 2 on the inside of that can both leave and have both been racing really good at the fairs. So
As CS Irene, her last 2 starts, she just went right to the top from the 2 and the 3 hole. So I'm expecting that she may be leaving. It's going to be a little bit of strategy with this, I think.
Yep.
Time in a minute, 1 minute to post.
And how can anybody just not love these trotters?
I know.
We've seen some really nice ones tonight. The one that Devin Miller drove, that 12-year-old. Great night of racing. It is getting a little bit cool in the grandstand. We're lucky that there is no breeze. It's just really still out, which makes it really, really comfortable and nice.
Hey, go around. Hey, guys, go around. If there's people not sitting in it.
It's kind of funny as you come around to these places year after year and you see faces that you recognize because, you know, people keep walking by. Same people have the same boxes right in front of us that have been here for forever. Some great traditions here at the Great Dark County Fair.
I know I've said it a bunch of times, but you know, if you ever have a chance to come see this and have never been to the Dark County Fair, like this is one to see, especially if you can come on a night when they're racing.
Yes.
It's something.
So the 1 horse is owned by Sandra Burnett and was bred by Sandra Burnett, so she owns Mama and just kept this baby. 2 horse CS Irene they purchased for $29,000 at the Buckeye Classic sale has already made $56,000, and Pariso they paid $23,000 for that horse at the Lexington Selected sale and has made $101,000 already. And then Doc's Boo Boo is a homebred, bred by JR Stable, owned by JR Stable. So these 4 fillies are headed to the gate. The 5, as remember, is a scratch. And we have 1 driver change. The 2, CS Irene, David Ward is up. So let's send it up to Doug Ballinger for the call of the 8th race.
Filly Trotters, Ohio Colt Racing Association. Gail Dubs Memorial for $5,630. Sponsored by Hartzell Veterinary. All in behind the gate. Here they come. And they're off. Sent right to the front. Doc's Boo Boo from the inside. Cali Red comes out in second. Trotting third as they race around the turn. That is CS Irene. And Pariso will be the early trader. They head up the backside. Doc's Boo Boo and Nice Songer front them by a length. Cali Red second, third CS Irene, fourth Pariso. Front to back separated but 5.5 to 6 lengths. Doc's Boo Boo looking for season's win number 6. Shows the way. Racing second is Cali Red. Trotting third CS Irene. Pariso trails the field. They trot the opening quarter and 31 and up fifth. They circle the turn. Doc's Boo Boo, Jeff Nicesonger on the front end. Pocket sitter, Cali Red and Emmanuel Miller. Trotting third. That is CS Irene and David Ward and Pariso and Ronnie Gillespie trail the field fourth. Passing the stands first time. Philly Trotters come to the half. And on top, Doc's Boo Boo, the leader. Second is Cali Red. Here comes Pariso from fourth to third on the outside. CS Irene on the inside. They're halfway home. They're at the half and 103. Doc's Boo Boo still there by a length. Cali Red second. Pariso on the outside. CS Irene shuffle to fourth as they trot across the backside. Doc's Boo Boo the target on the outside. Pariso second. Cali Red third. Racing fourth. CS Irene still there. Doc's Boo Boo on the outside. Racing second. Pariso. Cali Red and CS Irene in that order. They're into the far turn. 3/4 in 133. Doc's Boo Boo has the lead midway round the turn. Up on the outside, Pariso on the leader's wheel. Trotting third is Cali Red. CS Irene trails fourth. Philly Trotters are off the turn. They're on their way home in the Gale Dubs. It is Doc's Boo Boo. Pariso is second, coming to the line. Doc's Boo Boo, Pariso second. Very tight. For the third position, very tight. It'll be a photo all the way for show. 2 minutes, 4/5.
Dan, right?
Bob.
Bob.
That's my brother.
What a race. Doc's Boo Boo, the 15th win of her career out of just 25 starts. 2 minutes and 4/5. Pariso unofficially was second. I had Cali Red third and CS Irene fourth. Great race. Doc's Boo Boo just went right to the top, and that was kind of it.
Yeah, that was a tough spot for Dalton's horse there, Ronnie's, the three. Getting away fourth and then trying to make up any ground on a horse like Doc's Boo Boo and just cutting the mile. It's a tough spot to be in.
Yeah, absolutely. But we've seen some really great racing tonight, some great trotters that, and again, it's just nice to see that field go out. Nobody's making a break. Everybody's just keeping on trotting. So I welcome Doc's Boo Boo back to the winner's circle. Trainer Mark Winters is limping his way to the winner's circle. He's got a bum knee there. He's got it wrapped up, so he's going to go over and welcome this little filly. The Down by the Seaside, the one Down by the Seaside trotter that is in existence.
Back to the Dark County Fair winner's circle. Here's your winner of the 8th race. Second division 3-year-old filly.
Trot, Gale Dubs Memorial for $5,630. Number 4, Doc's Boo Boo, the 3-year-old bay filly, but Down by the Seaside. Out of the Dobert Hanover mare, DW is Jasmine, 6th of the season. JR Stable, Orient owned, Mark Winters trains. Jeff Nicehunger gets his second of the card. 2 minutes, 4/5 for Doc's Boo Boo. Final half 57-4, final quarter 27-4. The winner 280, 220, 4-3 exact at 340. Quinella 260, 431 try, $8. 31-1 for the quarter, the half 103, 3/4 133. Number 1 Cali Red 3, 2 CS Irene 4, 3 Pariso 2, 4 Doc's Boo Boo. The winner, the 5-star Crystals was scratch. 2 minutes 4/5, 3, 4, 2, 1 scratch on the bottom. Ninth race coming up next.
Okay, we are joined right now by Bob Poorman with Racing Technologies. You guys are all over the state. I'm so busy. I don't know how you keep up going every place and getting everything. But something very unusual today. You've got 2 tote boards.
Yeah.
How's this all working with the I'm going to call a satellite bedding at the barn?
Yeah, it's not necessarily a satellite. Well, so this track is so big, and we have a lot of people on the back stretch. It gives them the opportunity to see the prices, the odds. You know, when people bet, they want to see what the odds are, and then it shows the payouts and everything. So Greenville's big enough where we can bring both tote boards here, and we've got a huge crowd here tonight for a county fair. So we're just trying to service them the best that we can.
You bring a lot of tellers in here, too? You must have a lot.
Yeah. I think tonight we have 9 or 10. Yeah, so it's here in Urbana on their big night. We have the most tellers over the course of the year. And then on Thursday, when they have the big races, we'll probably have our most tellers then too. So, yeah, we'll bring a lot of workers, and you know, you have a good crowd here. I mean, on Wednesday and Thursday, the grandstand's pretty much full. It's great to see at the county fairs when you have this many people come out and just cheer for the horses. It's a good atmosphere. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. It kind of when they get so vocal about it, you hear them. If something happens, a horse make a break, you hear the whole grandstand go, oh.
Yeah.
But then you hear them cheering when they're coming down the stretch. It is kind of really neat.
Yeah, it's a different atmosphere than like a racetrack, the county fairs, because people are just cheering for the horses to run around. It's not like they're yelling for their one horse. They're just happy to see them race around the racetrack. And, yeah, it's a good, fun atmosphere with positive energy at the county fairs. Let's put it that way.
Absolutely. When you talk about you need so many tellers here, do tellers go with you track to track, or do you like pick up people at locally?
For the most part, people go with us from track to track. We have, you know, over the years that you haven't need as many. Plus, we have cash sell, so you can cash and sell at the windows. You don't have to get in separate lines, so we need less workers than we did years past.
Oh, okay.
Years past, you go back into we might have had 30 to 35 workers because we have lines where people just bet, and then lines where people would cash, and where you can only bet a quinella and you can only bet win, play, show. So you might be in 3 different lines, where now everything's streamlined with the cash sell system. I mean, I know that's what everyone's used to now. I mean, when they go to parimutuel tracks, but we've had it at the county fairs for over 20 years now, I think. So
really,
it helps us not need as many workers. So it definitely helps in that aspect. And yeah, for the most part, we have our own workers, but we do have some 3 to 5 people from Greenville that actually work for us, and some of the fairs on this side of the state, they follow around because it's such a haul when you go to Napoleon or Hicksville or to Greenville or all over. And I mean, you know, then we have 2 and 3 fairs on the same days. I mean, some of us like a Sunday are going to be going from Wellington to Greenville. So I mean, you know, when you're going from one to the other, I mean, it's a lot of driving, but well, we all enjoy it, so that's why we do it. So again, it's a good atmosphere. Plus, it's so much more fun when you have this many people actually at the fairs. It's, you know, people are excited about the races, and it's just fun to see. And when you come here, you see the same, you know, we do have some of the people who follow the county fairs who like to go to quite a few of the county fairs, and then, you know, you come here and you see some people who are here every year after year. Yeah, so it's kind of fun.
We were talking about that earlier. The same people are sitting in the same boxes year after year. And speaking of years, how long has your family been doing this?
My dad started this in '81.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so we've been doing it a long time. Then my brothers took over, and I helped them a lot in the summer times when we have 2 or 3 fairs at a time, or you know, bigger fairs like Greenville when we need more workers. So, yeah.
how many, just approximately, how many fairs do you have somebody on the backside so they can take bets back there?
It's, quite a few of them, actually.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, they do. A lot of the fairs like to have it. They don't always get supported a lot by the backstretch. It's funny because some fairs, they bet a lot on the backstretch, and then some not so much. But here you have so many people sitting around.
Yes.
It's kind of like a small Delaware here.
Yes, absolutely. You are right. So let's head up to Doug Ballinger for the post parade of the 9th race.
Sponsored by Hamley Services Health of Darke County. Field of 5. Number 1, Humboldt, Mike Miller drives. Number 2, Rollins Big Boy, Roy Wilson, the driver. 3 is Boys Call Me Carl Wayne, Ronnie Gillespie. Number 4, Section 9 racer, Pat Malloy Jr. And the 5, Widmere Cecil, Cameron McCown in the sulky. Win place show, Quinnell Exacta, Trifecta.
Where did you guys find Larry? I mentioned Larry all the time because he's helped me with so much stuff. He is unbelievably smart.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We found him in Urbana. My dad did, and he's been with us for even longer than I realized. But without him, there's a lot of things that wouldn't happen. That's for sure. Things that are beyond my level of expertise, that's for sure. Once you get into the electronics and stuff, I know you wish things were things when they're wireless, they're so much easier, but when they don't work, boy, they don't work, and I couldn't begin to tell you how to fix them.
Yep. Anything electronic, he's just a wizard with.
Oh, he is.
He was telling me about building his own components and things. I mean, he's just unbelievably handy with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he is. There's no doubt about it. So years ago with our tote board, we always used to have hang wires. Let me tell you how many wires across the track got snapped by water trucks and everything, and then we'd have to splice them back together. So the fact that we can plug things in and everything's wireless and we just have to put up the Yeagis to communicate with the tote board, it makes things a lot easier. There's no doubt about it. I mean, with it being cash sell and everything, I mean, like our old machines weigh 250 pounds a piece. I mean, so to move them, we'd have a U-Haul and we'd be moving that stuff all over the state of Ohio. I mean, now they weigh like 40 pounds. We can fit them in the back of our Explorer or whatever. But and Larry's been great. There's no doubt about it. Without him helping us over the course of the summer, we wouldn't be able to do this. That's for sure.
Do you remember handle-wise how you did here last year on Regal Night? Do you think you'll be able to come close again? Or?
We hope so. I don't. Well, we don't know how many we have on Regal Night, but I think last year we handled about 35,000.
That's unbelievable for the county fair.
It really is. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Yeah, that's great.
Handle, for people that I guess don't know, that's money that comes. It's not like you guys are bringing in 35,000.
Correct.
That's money
yes.
in and money out. Just money transacted through wagers and wins and losses.
Yep, exactly. Yep, that's just money wagered over the whole course of the night. So, any more, 35,000 is about the most we ever get. But that's great for a county fair.
Yeah. Every place you go, every place we see you, you're putting up this pole.
Yeah.
What's that for?
Well, that's what communicates with the tote boards across the racetrack.
Oh, okay.
And it also communicates with our backstretch. So that's all wireless. Before, there had to be lines we used to have to run to our backstretch, and we'd have to hang the telephone poles and all over the place. And it's just so much easier to pull in, plug things in, hook stuff up, put the, so that it communicates to the tote board. It's called that's what's called a Yeagi.
Yeagi,
yeah. Okay. And hopefully that's the right terminology, because if Larry hears it, he'll be up here tapping on my shoulder. No, that's not what it is. But anyways, it's what communicates with our tote boards so that we don't have to string wires all over the place, and makes things 1,000 times easier, that's for sure.
A lot of people have asked about, trying to get races online to wager, like a TVG situation.
Right, yeah.
You have any insight into that? Because basically what I would say, like if you go to Delaware, I mean, there's a semi truck almost that brings in an equipment and
Right.
then a satellite dish that
Yeah.
has a 100% guaranteed link, internet wise and things like that. So, I mean, I think we would be a long ways off, don't you? Or I mean, do you think you see that on the horizon?
I think so for sure for the county fairs. That's going to take a lot of technology. I mean, I don't know what goes into that, but I would think it would take a lot of technology. I'm kind of worried about what it would maybe do to your crowds.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look, the people who wager, it's an older generation.
Yeah.
I don't like technology a lot of times. It aggravates me. So I just don't know how it would work. It could be good. I don't really know.
Yeah. All right, let's turn over to Doug Bellinger for the call of the ninth.
Here they come. They're off and pacing. Boys call me Carl Wayne. Right to the front end. Humboldt comes out in second as the field moves into the turn. Racing third is Section Line Racer. Finding a spot for the Robbins Big Boy. And trailing the field is Whitmere Cecil. Field of 5 headed up the backside, being led by Boys Call Me Carl Wayne and Ronnie Gillespie. Pocket sitter Humboldt racing next, and third on the outside is Robbins Big Boy. A little steppy fourth, the Section 9 Racer and Whitmere Cecil on the outside. Front to back, they're separated by 6 lengths. They race by the quarter. Boys Call Me Carl Wayne takes them by that mark, and 30 2/5 and leads away by a length. Racing second is Humboldt. Robbins Big Boy hung on the outside third. Whitmere Cecil is fourth. Racing fifth, Section 9 Racer. They pass the stand for the first time. They come to the half. Boys Call Me Carl Wayne still there by a length. Robbins Big Boy the long mile the outside. Out and on the move on the outside. Section 9 Racer stacked up second over. Humboldt to the inside. Whitmere Cecil trails. They're halfway home in 101 4/5. They head to the 5/8 and Boys Call Me Carl Wayne still has the lead. Robbins Big Boy is second. Racing third is Humboldt. Set to come 3 wide. Section 9 Racer. Whitmere Cecil trails the field. Cross the backside of the 3/4 they go. It's Boys Call Me Carl Wayne. Robbins Big Boy on the outside. Buried third Humboldt on the outside. Section 9 Racer. Whitmere Cecil trails 3/4, 1:32 4. Around the far turn. Boys Call Me Carl Wayne the leader. Robbins Big Boy is second. Coming 3 wide off the turn. Section 9 Racer, they're on their way home. Boys Call Me Carl Wayne has the lead. Robbins Big Boy still coming after that leader. Robbins Big Boy. Boys Call Me Carl Wayne. Boys Call Me Carl Wayne. Robbins Big Boy. Humboldt home third. 2:02 1/5.
That mile in 2:02 1, Ronnie Gillespie and Boys Call Me Carl Wayne. This is that horse's first win of the year, third of its life.
Unofficially 3-2-1.
Unofficially 3-2-1. Boys Call Me Carl Wayne first. Roy Wilson and Robbins Big Boy finished second, and Humboldt, Michael Miller finishing third. Boys Call Me Carl Wayne is a Fear the Dragon out of a Jeremy's Jetmare Express Jet, owned by Joseph Nichols and Freedom Stables. Jeffrey Fickert is the trainer. And Ronnie Gillespie picks up the drive. Looks like it's the first time Ronnie has driven this horse in the starts that are on the program.
Look at this crowd coming.
Wow.
Got about 8 to 10 of them running, and then a full golf cart load.
Wow. Yeah, make the kids run. The adults got to ride in the golf cart. So again, the first win for this horse this year. Had won 2 as a 2-year-old. This is just a 3-year-old. It's the and the only filly in the field, and the youngest horse in the field.
Into the winner's circle. You were to the 9th race, condition pace, the 3. Boys Call Me Carl Wayne. The 3-year-old roan filly by Fear the Dragon. Out of the Jerome's Jetmare Express Jet. Is owned by Joseph Nichols, Groveport. Freedom Stables, Lewisburg. Jeff Fickert trains Ronnie Gillespie in the sulky. Ronnie's second of the night. This race sponsored by Family Health Services of Darke County. The mile 202. The winner 360, 260, 210. 3-2 exact to $33. Quinella 740, 321 try, 42.20. Here's a complete order of finish of the ninth. The 1 Humboldt 3. Number 2 Robbins Big Boy, the 2, 3. Boys Call Me Carl Wayne, the winner. 4 Section 9 Racer 5-5. Whitmer Cecil 4, 202. 30 and 2/5, 101 and 4, 132 and 4, 3, 2, 1, 5. 4 on the bottom. 10th race in 10 minutes. Jared Seekman to 1.
As you said, a really nice crowd in the winner's circle. For Boys Call Me Carl Wayne. The young filly showed the boys in the 9th race. 10th race coming up is the second of 2 divisions of the Signature Series Trot. We have got 6 horses in it. I don't believe we have any driver changes. The only one you might not have in your programs is the 1 Lightning Frenzy, put Jared Seekman up. And I believe that's the only change that we have. So we're going to be back after we catch up on some commercials.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Buying or selling a racehorse? OnGate.com is your one-stop website. OnGate has changed the way racehorses are bought and sold. Easy-to-view listings makes it easy to find your next champion. Buy or sell at OnGate.com.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
Hey, we had JD's letting us know we had Ohio Sire Stakes 3-year-old filly Pacers at Scioto Downs tonight. Dragon by the Sea won in 150 and 3 for Tyler Smith and Jeff Smith. We are going so fast now, just so fast. Was it really interesting with Bob Poorman about how this all works? As he said, his dad started doing racing technologies in 1981, so they've been at it for 50 plus years, or 40 plus years. Great family. They go around from fair to fair to fair, just like horsemen do, just like we do, just like Mike Webkenberg does, Brad Conrad, everybody that's a support system for the fairs just goes from place to place to try and get everything done. So kind of an interesting thing. Completely wireless, scary.
Yep.
We're just looking for hard wires everywhere, and they're just completely wireless. So, but I don't think they're not communicating to the outside world, right? They're just communicating between themselves. So,
he's got his own little network built that he controls, which is really pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is. And like we said, here it's so big that they have 2 tote boards and 1 tote board for the people on the back stretch, because there was a lot of people back there. Okay, so this 10th race coming up, as we said, is the second of 2 divisions of the Signature Series Trot. Lightning Frenzy and Jared Siekman have the rail. Dan O'Meara is the trainer. This is a 5-year-old by Don't You Forget It. Marjorie Polhamus and Daniel O'Meara own him. 108 lifetime starts, $90,000 in earnings. Smoky Mountain Rain, Richard Dingledine drives for Kim Daly. Kim owns this horse along with Todd Woodruff. This is a 4-year-old gelding. Just had 33 lifetime starts and $26,000 in earnings at a mark this year of 2 minutes flat at Miami Valley Raceway. Fanatic and Greg Luther have the 3-hole. Todd Luther trains. Greg Luther Racing owns. This is a 7-year-old Cantab Hall. He's had 122 lifetime starts and earnings of $320,000. A mark as a 6-year-old, so last year took his record at 153. Winning Misty and Matthew Brown have the 4-hole. Matthew trains and owns this 5-year-old mare by Winning Fireworks. 46 lifetime starts, 6 wins, 7 seconds, 5 thirds, $59,000 in earnings, and a mark as a 3-year-old of 156. My Pal Sparky and Cam McCowan have the 5-hole. Jessica McCowan owns and trains this 5-year-old Uncle Peter gelding. 40 lifetime starts, $78,000 in earnings. And Country Hill and Melvin Schmucker have the 6-hole. Melvin also trains this 4-year-old What the Hill gelding. It's owned by H&H Stables from South Vienna, Ohio. 7 starts this year, 3 wins and a second. 1 3 in a row, 2 at Scioto Downs and 1 at Hoosier Park. Record this year is 54-3, taken at Hoosier Park. Looks like they're getting ready for the post parade, so we'll turn it over to Doug.
Horses are on the track for the 10th race. Second division of the Terry Thomas Memorial Signature Series. Sponsored by Don's Body Shop. The field is 6, number 1 Lightning Frenzy. The driver is Jared Siekman. Number 2, Smoky Mountain Rain, driven by Richard Dingledine. 3 is Fanatic, Greg Luther drives. Winning Misty, the 4, with Matthew Brown. Cameron McCown, the 5, My Pal Sparky. And rounding out the field, here's the 6, Country Hell. Melvin Schmucker in the sulky. Jared Siekman will drive the 1. Win Place Show, Quinnell Exacta, Trifecta. Dollar Superfecta, Wagering picked the first 4 in order for a.
They're going to the gate in 3 minutes. Wager early. Don't be shut out.
You can't miss that 2 out on the track, can you? The gray.
Yeah.
Nice looking horse.
The last race, that Boys Call Me Carl Wayne, a roan filly, said it was kind of a shame they put the blanket on because she was so pretty.
Yeah.
You put the blanket on, you couldn't see her as nice, but always nice. They have such good community involvement here with every race has got a blanket, everybody, so many sponsors. And I know that takes a lot of work. Tim Harless and Cindy, they work on that. These race meets don't come together easily. They take a lot of work by the local people, the fair boards contributing as much as they can. Pretty good lights here.
Yeah.
Really, really, really nice. I mean, we can see clear across the track, no problem at all. It's when we were at Troy the other night, they had just put in a new lighting system, and they had some really nice lights. I know some of these fairs have, a few of the fairs have gotten some grants for some lighting. They also, the OHHA, Ohio Harness Horsemen Association, has capital funds, matching funds grants, they call them. And if you want to get something fixed at your fair, if it's harness racing related, let's say you have an old barn, the electricity maybe is pretty old in there, the electric, so you feel it's a safety hazard. You can apply for these grants to help you out with the cost of that. We've had fairs that have had their barns redone. Some of them have, the stalls have gotten old and the wood's kind of rotted away, so they've put in new stalls, they've put in new electric, the water systems, a wide variety of things that the fairs have done to improve the racing aspect of their fairs. So there's that money that is allotted every year. If you're a fair that's interested, there are applications on ohha.com, and you can fill out those applications and submit it. And usually in the very early January, sometimes even late December, the fair committee of OHHA meets, and they really work hard on that, on those applications to see who should get some of the money. But they have given quite a few fairs money over the past 3 or 4 years, so it's a great program. And again, you can go to ohha.com and look for those applications. Somebody said we better get our Mark said we better get our jackets. The temp's down to 64 and dropping.
I'm starting to feel it now. I was thinking I was going to be all right, with a couple races left, but yeah, it's cooling right off.
Yep.
Jeremy Moore watching. I saw he was out in Vegas.
Yeah.
Looks like
I think it was a birthday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So the horses are walking on the backside, but I don't see Mike moving his gate yet, so probably waiting for the word. That's one thing about Regal Night. Boy, you got to get your bets in early because the lines will be long on Regal Night.
Yeah.
So if you're coming here to the track, be prepared. I was talking to someone about the races, and they said at this particular track, and I can't remember the name of the track now, but they said everybody comes and they bet everything right when. They don't wait. They just come before the first, bet all the races, go up and sit down, and then when all the races are over, they go back down to cash in. So there's a lot of them at this particular fair that do. I can't remember what it was now.
I always used to like to watch the post parade, but that's cutting it pretty close. I don't think
that
you
is
can get away with that here. I mean, it'd be real close. So.
Yeah, I don't think you could either. You gotta wager early. All right, 10th race is behind the gate. Let's turn it over to Doug Ballinger for this call.
Behind the gate, here they come. They're off and trotting. Fanatic sent right to the front, winning Misty to her outside. Lightning Frenzy comes out in third. Field moves into the turn. Country Hill on the far outside. My Pal Sparky will take a tuck in fifth, and Smoky Mountain Rain, the gray, will be the early trader as they trot by the opening quarter. Fanatic leads them by a length, racing second, winning Misty up on the outside. Country Hill now third, now second, and Country Hill headed right to the front, grabs a lead from Fanatic, racing third, winning Misty, trotting fourth as they race around the turn. Lightning Frenzy racing fifth is My Pal Sparky, trailing the field. Smoky Mountain Rain 30 and 2 fifth. They trot the turn, head to the 3/8 mark. Country Hill, Melvin Schmucker show the way. They pass the stand first time, come to the halfway point. Country Hill fronts the field, racing second. Fanatic trotting third, winning Misty racing fourth. Lightning Frenzy trotting fifth. My Pal Sparky, and trailing the field is Smoky Mountain Rain. They're halfway home. Country Hill takes the field of trotters by the half and 59 and 3. They're on the 5/8 right there. Second is Fanatic, trotting third on the outside, winning Misty to the outside from third, now second, and winning Misty. Putting the pressure on the leader as they head up the backside. Country Hill on the inside, winning Misty. They're going at it on the front end. Racing third, Fanatic tipping to the outside. Lightning Frenzy getting into it fourth. Smoky Mountain Rain is fifth. They circle the turn. My Spout Parky is next. 1:30 for 3/4 and opening up. Winning Misty opens up to 4, 5, 6 lengths. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Fanatic is second. Country Hill third. They're on their way home in the Terry Thomas. Winning Misty has the lead by 5. Racing second, Country Hill. Third on the outside, Fanatic. Closing with every stride. Here comes My Pal Sparky. But My Pal Sparky will run out of racetrack. It's winning Misty. My Pal Sparky second. 2 minutes.
2 minutes flat. Quarter and 30 and 2, 59 and 3, 1:30 and 2 minutes flat. Winning Misty and Matthew Brown, the only mare in the field. 5-year-old winning fireworks mare out of a Neely Dunn mare Caviar Dun. Matthew Brown trains, owns, and drives. Second win of the season. 7th win of her lifetime. Unofficially, I had Winning Misty winning and My Pal Sparky second, but that's all I got.
Hold on tickets, please. Inquiry. All tickets will not affect the winner. Will not affect the winner, but hold all tickets.
Well, we are having an inquiry. Does not affect the winner, Winning Misty, but we are having an inquiry. Did not say what kind of inquiry.
No,
didn't
I
say if
didn't.
it was judges or
I
maybe.
guess I didn't see anything
Nope.
blatant out there.
Back in front of the stand.
And your winner. The 10th race, second division of the Terry Thomas Memorial Signature Series. Number 4, Winning Misty. The 5-year-old black mare by Winning Fireworks. Out of the Neely Dunn mare, General Dunn, second of the season. Matthew Brown, Newark, Ohio, owns, trains, and drives the winner, Winning Misty. The mile in 2 minutes. Second of the season for Winning Misty. This race sponsored by Don's Body Shop. Winning Misty, Matthew Brown take the second division of the Terry Holton of the Terry Thomas Trot.
Still be
We'll probably
talking it over,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, there was an inquiry on that race, so we don't have the final rundown for you. We'll wait just a minute, see if they get it.
Yeah, Mark Reinhardt, I noticed that too. Smoky Mountain Rain looked like running him over there in the stretch towards the end, like he had plenty of trot. I think that was probably get a flat line on him. He'd been making some breaks, so
yes,
kind of babied him off the gate and just sat back and let him trot home, and he had some trot. Nowhere to go. Number 3 forced his way out, is what the comment says.
For the use of the truck to work the track. Big thanks to Dave Knapp.
so we got 2 drivers that have had 2 wins tonight, and not too hard to guess. It'd be Ronnie Gillespie and Jeff Nysonger. They each had 2. Everybody else was a single. The only trainer that's had 2 wins tonight is Mark Winters.
It looked like Devin Miller paddocking those horses, or at least in the winner's circle, I thought.
Yes.
Does she work with him some, or just catch paddocks?
Paddock? Yeah, I don't know. Yep, not sure. Well, if they give us some indication, are you thinking? We can't see them.
I'm wondering, they might might be watching our feet upstairs.
They might be. We used to have the judges coming down here, but then they discovered they can back it up on their phone, so
Yeah.
they can watch it right there. And maybe somebody's got an iPad, gets a little bit bigger. It's not a be-all, but it is. It's better than having nothing
Yeah.
to get a little bit of a look at things again. It's always tricky at this time of night when you've got the lights on. It's a little harder to see, but we've got a lot of people coming over in the golf cart. That golf cart is loaded with kids.
Yep.
If they hit a big bump, there'd be kids everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people on that golf cart.
After further review,
There will be no placings. 4, 5, 6, 3 is still unofficial. 4, 5, 6, 3.
Okay, so unofficially it's 4, 5, 6, 3. We'll just wait just a moment, and then we'll probably get the final rundown, and then we will move to the next race. But let's hang with Doug just for another minute.
the winner, Winning Misty.
28, 85, 44, 60. Exacta 4 with any number behind it, $47. Any number in a 5, $340. 4, 5 and any number on a try, 4, 5 with any number, $167.60. Quinella, $23.60. Superfecta, 4, 5, 6 and an all, $124. A lot of consolations here in this tent. Check your ticket. Any questions, take them to the mutuals if you have questions. Here's the way they finished the 10th. 1 Lightning Frenzy, 5. 2 Smoky Mountain Rain, 6. 3 Fanatic, 4. 4 Winning Misty, the winner. 5 My Pal Sparky, 2. Number 6 Country Hill, 3. The mile, 2 minutes, 30 and 2 fifths, 59 and 3, 130. 5, 6, 4, 1, 2, 3 on the bottom.
Okay, we're going to take a short break, and then we're going to be back with the 11th, which is the third of 3 divisions of that non-winners of $10,000 in 2023.
Your animals provide unconditional love. When they hurt, you want the best care available to help them enjoy life again. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center is here for you and for them. From heart disease to cancer, diabetes to broken bones, and 24-hour emergency services, Ohio State's team of experts make a difference in the lives of animals and the family members who love them. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1974, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Okay, back here for race number 11 at the Great Dark County Fair in Greenville, Ohio. This is the third of 3 divisions of winners of 1,000 in 2023 who are now winners of 10,000 in 2023. Rock the Dragon and Ronnie Gillespie have the rail. Trainers Mike Albright. Bet the Chalk Racing LLC are the owners. This is a 4-year-old, Fear the Dragon. It's had 47 lifetime starts, 6 wins, 12 seconds, 5 thirds, $105,000 in earnings, and a mark of 52 and 3 as a 3-year-old. River Valley Super and Jason Beatty, that might be a change. Kenneth Hurst is the trainer and the leasee. This is a 4-year-old gelding by Thin Blue Line. Won his last start at Troy in 2, 1, and 3. Has almost $37,000 earned lifetime and a mark of 55 and 3. Buy In and Greg Luther have the 3-hole. Todd Luther trains. Greg Luther Racing owns. This is a 6-year-old Western Ideal. It's had 91 lifetime starts, $179,000 in earnings, and a mark of 50 and 2 as a 5-year-old. Kay's Boy and Scott Cisco have the 4-hole. Craig Bowman is the trainer. Warily Racing LLC owns this 9-year-old Woodstock.
Horses are on the track for the 11th race. A condition pace sponsored by Full Tilt Farms, LLC. Cam McCowan drives the 2, David Ward the 4. 11th race kicks off the first half of the late double. These are the horses. Number 1 is Rock the Dragon, driver Ronnie Gillespie. Number 2, River Valley Super, Cam McCowan drives. Greg Luther the 3, buy in. Number 4, Kay's Boy with David Ward. 5 is Penny Girl, Jared Siekman in the sulky. Win Play Show, Cornell Exacta, Trifecta. Daily double weight trade.
Okay, so we do have a couple of driver changes in here. The 2 River Valley Super will be driven by Cam McCowan, and the 4 Kay's Boy, David Ward up. So we were talking about Kay's Boy when the post parade came. Again, David Ward up, Craig Bowman, the trainer, Wearley Racing, the owners, a 9-year-old gelding, 208 lifetime starts, earnings of $150,000. And Penny Girl, the lone mare in the field, Jared Siekman up for Dan O'Mara. Donald Holden from Lexington, Kentucky is the owner. This is a 7-year-old mare by Mr. Big out of a What an Artist mare. 107 lifetime starts, 11 wins, 11 seconds, and 14 thirds, $71,000 in earnings, and has a mark of 153 and 2 as a 4-year-old. So again, the 2 driver changes, Cam McCowan on the 2 River Valley Super and David Ward on the 4 Kay's Boy. So Eric says he's got enough to buy a funnel cake now. I saw funnel cakes for $5.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's a bargain. And it's on the way out. On the way out to my car, at least. Probably not to yours. But, yeah. Usually they're like $7, $8, $9.
I'm out in the infield by
Infield?
Brad's trailer out there. I was going to send Jay Wolf a text that I found a cooler full of beer over here in the infield. So help yourself. But
Yeah. Yeah, Brad's another one of those guys that's traveling so much, so he's brings his camper and stays right here at Greenville for the week.
Yep, I know he does that at Delaware too. I'm not sure where else, but it is nice, I'm sure, for him.
Yeah, that is the thing to do at the Ohio Fairs is camp out. Just no matter where you go, you always see just a ton of campers. And every time we talk to somebody that's on the fair board or something, they said, oh, yeah, we're putting in more camper things. I suppose the electric and the water, putting in more of them because people pay something to stay for the week, a money maker for the fair. And then that same person probably brings the camper back and stores it in the chicken barn all winter.
Yeah.
So it's a really good deal.
Yeah.
This is a really huge, you notice in the infield how big what I'm going to call the pit is. I mean, it goes more than, it's so big, so long. I don't know if it's because they have what kind of tractor pulls did I say that they had?
You said it was some kind of national
Tractor pull, yeah. I wonder if it's so long because of that. I don't know. It is a big fair, a lot of vendors in the back here.
There sure are. I mean, there's just rows and rows, and then I thought I would get to a spot where it's like just rides and games start, and then there's food mixed in with that stuff too. So yeah, and it goes back a ways behind this grandstand.
Takes a lot of vendors to feed all the people that come here. I wonder what the attendance is at a fair. This fair, it's got to be huge.
Yeah. I didn't see what it cost to get in. Was it $7?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Starter has called to the gate.
Okay, so the horses are making their way towards the Webkenberg starting gate. From the rail out, we've got Rock the Dragon and Ronnie Gillespie, River Valley Super and Cam McCowan, Buy In with Greg Luther, Kay's Boy, David Ward, and Penny Girl and Jared Seekman.
Gates rolling, it's post time. Field of 5, Condition Pacers, sponsored by Full Tilt Farm. All in behind the Wepkenberg starting gate. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Buy In for the lead to his inside. Rock the Dragon comes out in second, racing third. On the inside is River Valley Super around the turn. Kay's Boy racing on the inside is fourth, and 5 outside is Penny Girl at the opening eighth, and down the backside Buy In. Greg Luther to the front end. Rock the Dragon is second. 2 back to River Valley Super. Then it is Kay's Boy in fourth, and the Trader is Penny Girl front to back. The field separated by 6 to 7 lengths. They race into the turn, and Buy In takes the field of Pacers by the quarter in an even 29 seconds. Rock the Dragon sits the pocket in second. Out and on the move on the outside. Here comes Cam McCowan and River Valley Super. Now third and moving up on the leaders. Kay's Boy to the outside fourth. Penny Girl trails the field. They pass the stands. They come to the half. Buy In with the lead. River Valley Super up on the outside. Rock the Dragon is inside third. Stacked up second over. Into the turn is Kay's Boy. Skimming the cones. Penny Girl trails. 58 and 3 for the half. They're into the turn. They head to the 5-8. Buy In. Greg Luther will guide him to the backside with a length lead. Racing second is Rock the Dragon. Racing third, Penny Girl. Fourth on the outside, River Valley Super. Kay's Boy up the inside. Midpoint of the backside, it's Buy In by 2. Rock the Dragon is second. Racing third, Penny Girl. Kay's Boy is fourth, and the Trader now is River Valley Super. 3/4, 126 and 3. Midway round the far turn, Buy In has him by 3. Rock the Dragon trying to reel him in. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Penny Girl third. Kay's Boy fourth. River Valley Super trails the field. They're in deep stretch. It is Buy In coming to the line. Buy In. Rock the Dragon will not reach. Buy In. Rock the Dragon second. Kay's Boy home third.
Never heard the time.
No, I didn't either. 126 and 3 to 3/4, but that's the last thing I heard. Unofficially, Buy In and Greg Luther.
155 and 2/5.
Ooh.
55 and 2.
5 and 2. This Buy In, I notice, is just coming back. He qualified on July 18th and has had 2 starts. But other than that, he hadn't started since March 10th. So had a little rest, came back, won his qualifier in 53 and 2, finished second 51 and 1, and finished second 51 and 4. So been racing really good, and now here wins today at Greenville in 55 and 2. So national tractor pulls tracks are 300 to 350 feet long.
Flying Burrito and get a Banana Chiquita. I'll keep an eye out. So there was something.
I didn't see that one.
Marcia Massey said, great pizza, end of grandstand. And I've heard that from Jay Wolf and Brad Conrad. Have both told me how good the pizza is at the end of the grandstand. So I might have to give that a shot. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
6-year-old bay horse by Western Ideal out of the Cam's Card Shark mare. Buy In Hanover is owned by Greg Luther Racing, Black Lick, Ohio. Todd Luther trains. Greg Luther drives the winner. First of the season, the mile 155 2/5. Like in this race by Full Tilt Farms, LLC. The winner, $5, $220 and $210, 3-1 exacta, $11.80. Went out of $320, $314 try, $25.40. Here's where they finished 11th. Number 1, Rock the Dragon 2. 2, River Valley Super 5. 3, Buy-In the winner. 4, Case Boy 3. And 5, Penny Girl 4. 155 and 2 was the winning time. Fractional times 29, 58 and 3, 126 and 3, 251, 4 on the bottom. 12th and final of the evening. Up next, it's coming up in 10 minutes.
Okay, so congratulations to the connections of Buy-In, 155 and 2. Dell asked, what is the track record at Greenville? 151 and 4 on the pace. That was it's held by Swing City from 2017. Walter Haynes Jr. was the driver, so 151 and 4. Trotting track record is co-held 55 and 1 by I Know My Chip and Smokin' Jet. So we have some pretty fast track records here. It'll be really interesting to see who did put in the Regal, because that is usually the fastest race of the 4 days that we race here. So the 12th race coming up is the last division of the 2-year-old filly Pacers, and we've got some really nice fillies in here also. So we're going to be back to talk about them as soon as we're done with these messages.
Your animals provide unconditional love. When they hurt, you want the best care available to help them enjoy life again. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center is here for you and for them. From heart disease to cancer, diabetes to broken bones, and 24-hour emergency services, Ohio State's team of experts make a difference in the lives of animals and the family members who love them. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio wants to thank all the breeders that supported our popular stallions, including new trotting sire Play Tricks on Me. Cool Winds also stands proven sire Mr. Apples in the great state of Ohio. Randy and Kim Haynes also stand the only full brother to Some Beach Somewhere, Bring on the Beach, sire of Heart of Chewbacca. Visit the Cool Winds consignment at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway Ag Center on Friday, September 15th.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, still having some trouble with the comments.
Can I bother you a second? I don't know if you're on air or not.
Yeah, just a second.
I'm Howard McLean. I usually are saying something, on there, saying thanks for doing it or whatever. You and Frank and all the guys.
Yeah. Well, great. Glad you enjoy it.
I just wanted to stop by and say I really, really do appreciate you guys doing it.
Good.
Because I can watch it from home and it's really nice.
Yeah.
But I know it's really tough for you guys getting out.
It's not a bad idea, Mark. Cook some hamburgers and hot dogs out here, save a few bucks.
Good.
I got some chicken today that cost $12, bourbon chicken.
Nice to put a face to the comments. Yep.
To the comments.
Yeah.
I'm going to look into that pizza, though. That's enough of a consensus that that's going to be the next thing to try.
He's the only reason we're on.
We have a visitor up here in the booth, so that's why I don't know if you're picking up any of that, but we're happy to have them.
It's tough some places.
It don't really bother me when you're having trouble because I understand.
Yeah, is it like directly underneath the grandstand, I guess, would be my question? Because there are some food booths like in the actual grandstand or underneath it. I've heard also about the burgers under the grandstand are pretty good.
Oh, really?
I haven't tried any of those booths. They are usually pretty busy.
She watches you guys a lot too.
Yeah.
We're out here camping. We camp
All right.
across
Let's see.
from each other.
Next race. 12th and final. Day 1 of the Dark County Fair. Let's see, what do we got? 2-year-old filly, Pacers. Number 1, this is the day, Jeff Nye Songer. Wow, 8 out of 10, 5 wins. Mark a 2-2 at Wilmington.
there.
Just raced at Troy. Finished third. Start before that, Chillicothe in 2-3 off a half in a minute, 3/4 in 33 and 2, last quarter in 30 flat. That's got to be pretty good down there.
Okay.
Second row, so that the big hockey there.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
Oh, neat. That's nice.
She said that somebody here at the fair wrote to take
Fancy Dragon, let's see, Salina. That horse raced good. I was there that race. Number 4, Fancy Dragon, Salina, mile in 2 minutes. Back half in a minute, last quarter 29 and 2. Rocky Ward from Aiken, South Carolina. Mark Adder, Parker's Girl, Ronnie Gillespie. Bit of a legend. Can't Best My Art, Western Ideal. Mark Adder right here in Greenville, Ohio. Good luck, Mark. Oh, thanks.
Sorry.
No, that's nice when people stop by.
Yeah, the guy stopped by. He's a loyal listener, him and his friend, and just wanted to give us a thanks, so we appreciate that.
For $6,494, sponsored by G&G Floor Fashions Incorporated. Starter Mike Wepkenberg has the field for the 12th and final. Number 1, This Is the Day, driven by Jeff Nicesonger. Number 2, ATI Beach Please with Scott Ferguson. Ronnie Gillespie, the 3, Parker's Girl. Number 4, Fancy Dragon, driven by Rocky Ward. 5, Barley Burlesque, Cam McCowan in the sulky. Win play show, Quinell Exact to trifecta. Post time for the 12th.
So my first question back is, did we discover which end of the grandstand is this great pizza? Is it the
We were
first turn or last turn?
I'm not sure. That was the discussion when I flipped over to the program pages,
Oh,
so
okay.
it might be in there now. Let me double check.
Okay, guys, come on. We need to know. All right, let's look at these horses. This Is the Day and Jeff Nicesonger have the rail. Jeff's the trainer. Nicesonger Stables and Benson I. Roth own this filly. She's a Fear the Dragon. 8 of 10 first, seconds, or thirds. 10 starts, 5 wins, 1 second, and 2 thirds. Last one at Chillicothe in 2-3 and 2. Also one at Sydney, Lebanon, Wilmington, and Ottawa. So been racing extremely well. This Is the Day. Number 2, ATI Beach Please. Scott Ferguson up. Scott also trains and owns this horse. It's had 12 starts this year, 1 win. That win was a dead heat at Wilmington in 2-3 and 1. Parker's Girl and Ronnie Gillespie for trainer Mark Ader Jr. Mark is also the owner. This is a bit of a legend filly out of a Western Ideal mare. 8 starts this year, 1 second and 2 thirds. Finished second at Chillicothe, timed in 2-4. And finished third last start out at Zanesville. Fancy Dragon and Rocky Ward have the 4-hole. Rocky is the trainer and also owns this horse. This is a Fear the Dragon out of a Western Hanover mare. Won her last start at Salina in 2 minutes and 3/5. Also won at Piketon in 59 and 4. And Barley Burlesque and Cam McCowan have the 5-hole. Jessica McCowan, the trainer. Robert Beachy from Berlin, Ohio, is the owner. This is a Charlie Barley out of a Feelin' Frisky mare, Extreme Prejudice. 5 starts this year, has not hit the board yet, but did finish 4th last 2 starts at Salina and Urbana. So has been racing well, pacing in 2-2, 2 minutes and 3/5. So This Is the Day is certainly the standout on paper, having 10 starts and winning half of them. ATI Beach Please, as we said, does have a win, was a dead heat at Wilmington. Parker's Girl and Barley Burlesque still looking for their first wins of the year. This is our final race. We will be back here on Sunday night. Post time has changed to 5 o'clock. because they have 15 races carded. Matt and I will be back here on Sunday. I think we'll probably be joined by Roger Houston for some of the races. And then on Wednesday, August 23rd, Matt and Tom Pye will be here. And Thursday on Regal Night, Matt, Jay Wolf, and myself will be here to bring you the partial memorials, the Gene Regal, the Arnie Almahurst, the annual shootout. I mean, a lot of great races on Regal Night. So these horses for our final race are headed to the gate. From the rail out, This Is the Day, Jeff Neisonger. ATI Beach, Please, Scott Ferguson. Parker's Girl, Ronnie Gillespie. Fancy Dragon, Rocky Ward. And Barley Burlesque, Cam McCowan.
2-year-old filly Pacers, second division for $6,494. Sponsored by G&G Floor Fashions. All in behind the gate. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Rocky Ward sends Fancy Dragon right to the front. This Is a Day comes out in second, racing third. Into the turn, ATI Beach Please. Parker's Girl comes out in fourth and trailing the field. Barley Burlesque at the opening eighth and down the backside they go. Fancy Dragon shows the way and leads it by a length and a half. ATI Beach Please is next. Going to the opening quarter of the inside. This Is the Day. Racing next is Parker's Girl and trailing the field. Barney Burlesque all alone on the front end. Fancy Dragon and Rocky Ward. This Is a Day is second by the opening quarter and 30 and a fifth. Round the turn to the 3/8 they go. Racing third, ATI Beach Please. Racing fourth, Parker's Girl and trailing the field. Barley Burlesque. Field of Pacers past the stands first time, come to the halfway point. Fancy Dragon fronts them by 5. Racing second, This Is a Day. ATI Beach Please comes to the outside. Parker's Girl is next and trailing the field. Barley Burlesque, they're halfway home. They move into the turn. They're at the half in a minute and 2/5. On to the 5/8 they go. Fancy Dragon, the lead down to a length. This Is the Day second. ATI Beach Please will come to the outside third. Fourth is Parker's Girl. Barely Burlesque trails the field. They're going at it on the backside, stride for stride. Up on the outside, This Is the Day puts a head and neck in front. Fancy Dragon gives way second. ATI Beach Please third. Parker's Girl fourth. Barley Burlesque fifth. At the 3/4, 1:30 and a fifth. They circle the far turn. This Is the Day. Fancy Dragon is second. ATI Beach Please third. Racing fourth. Parker's Girl. Barley Burlesque the outside fifth. They come to the top of the stretch. This Is the Day. Turns for home, leading the field by 3. But Fancy Dragon is coming after that leader. Coming to the line. This Is the Day. Fancy Dragon second, third. ATI Beach Please. $1:59 3/5.
That mile 1:59 3. This Is the Day. She has now 11 starts on the year, 6 wins, 1 second, and 2 thirds. So just racing really, really well. She did look the best on paper, and she proved it out on the track. Fancy Dragon and Rocky Ward, they took off like a rocket down in the half in a minute and 2/5, and really looked very good and looked strong. But This Is the Day kind of overtook her. A lot of very exciting races tonight. A lot of very excited people in the grandstand. During this race, there were people right in back of us that were really hollering and looked like they were slapping their programs like you used to see the guys at the track.
A fun crowd here for sure. They love it.
Yep, a lot of people coming down from the backstretch to get in the pictures. People that have donated the blankets are here. So yeah, it's been a great night of racing here. And finish it up with This Is the Day and Jeff Neisonger. That gives Jeff 3 on the night to lead all drivers tonight. And also gives Jeff his first training win of the night.
Back in front of the stands, making her way into the winner's circle. Here's your winner. 12th race, this is the second division, Ohio Colt Racing Association 2-year-old filly pace for $6,494. Number 1, This Is the Day. She's a 2-year-old bay filly, but Fear the Dragon, out of the Rock and Roll Hanover mare. Rock's Confession, 6th of the season, Nysonger's stable. Along with Benson Roth, the New Albany, Ohio owns. Jeff Nysonger trains. Jeff's third winner of the evening. Like it by G&G Floor Fashions Incorporated. $240, $210, and $210 for the winner. 1-4 exact to $4. Quinella $380. Try $142, $940. Late double 3 and a 1 returns $5. Here's the way they finished the 12th. 1. This Is the Day, the winner. 2. ATI Beach Please 3. 3 Parker's Girl 5. 4 Fancy Dragon 2. 5 Barley Burlesque 4. 159, 3/5, 30 and a 5th, minute 2/5, 130 and 1, 135, 2-4 on the bottom. Well, that wraps it up for Friday evening.
Okay, so that's it tonight from Greenville. We will be back here again on Sunday. Remember, post time is now 5 o'clock. They have moved it up to 5 o'clock, so we're going to have 15 great races for you that night. So we really thank you all for joining in with us and watching these races. So for Matt Clark and myself, Susan Schroeder, we wish you a very good night and be safe, everyone. Good night.
This has been Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is presented by Midland Acres, thestable.ca, Cool Winds Farm, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, and the Ohio State University Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio County Fair Racing is a presentation of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association.